Welcome back, everybody. How are you guys doing this evening? We are the Not Great Dungeon Crawlers, and we are back once again to tell you a tale of darkness and fun.
What a sales pitch.
Well, I mean, that's what it is. I am Don, Boosted Gorilla, and I play Grimdar Ironbeard, the Dwarven Pirate. And someone else is up next.
I am Kelsey, and I play Nina.
I'm Paul, and I play Bran.
And I'm Carl. I play Olive Zadilia.
And I am John. I am the Dungeon Master in this campaign, the Island of Fal. So, last week we left off with everyone in the aftermath of the primarily pretty bad, I guess you could just put it as, destruction of Thelihil by the invasion of the Shadow Army formed by Thelihil and her mother. We explored some things, we gathered some supplies, we found out that there were only about 100 people or so who have survived here in Thelihil, so the majority of the population has been slain. The people who did live decided to abandon the city because they are aware of another impending attack from the Grey Dwarves that could happen at any time because Dane Firehand is not remotely happy that his son Grendel was slain in the previous invasion. Queen Venya decided with Edmir, the lead now of the Royal Guard, since Michaela has been too injured to uphold his position, have gathered the citizens to gather supplies, food. Grimdar got some marble. Grimdar built a statue to Radgar. We found some horses at the stable. Olive got her cloak embroidered with an adorable little olive on the kind of like lapel area of it. And then we explored the area beneath the Temple of Yu in the southeast regions of Thelihil, an area that held a special book that granted Bran 2 cleric cantrips, but then in the opposite side there was a suspicious cavernous tunnel that led them down further that was marble structure, but also had these intersecting circular rings on the walls. When ignited by Olive's shadow flame, the green stretched out. They saw a small doorway at the end, went inside, were closed inside, and nearly decapitated all of you by the chalky shadow that had been outlined on the wall. Eventually, we remembered the clues that were given us to us by Radgar to never lie unless you must. So we laid down. When the arms receded back to the original chalky outline, the opposite side in which they had came reopened, and now a different cavernous tunnel was available to them, leading them eventually to a series of individually structured puzzles, each one based off of a different god within the pantheon. After each person solved their verbal puzzles, or physical puzzle in the case of Bran getting into the bathtub, gotta get clean. We went through an additional cavernous area, a narrowing hallway, and then came to a makeshift throne of the Rorona family that said, "Sit if you can." Bran, being the only remaining heir now to the Rorona family, sat in the chair, and the chair opened up a doorway behind, which revealed a magical waterfall, and at the bottom was a beautiful, bubbly kind of aquifer. At which point everyone jumped down in after hearing a pretty voice that lured them down. We met Olasea, the sea goddess, the queen of the sea, who got everybody bubbly clean. And then...
No.
So Olasea informed everyone that sadly the wishing well was destroyed in the battle between her and her daughter, the Leviathan. But she has been working to regather the lost water of the wishing well, and needs protection, essentially, in the meantime. So don't let her die, because that fucks everything up. Even gods can die.
I'm the only heir left?
Yeah.
The only heir?
Yeah.
The only?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
You'll see.
Jesus.
So, dropping bombs in the recap. That's good attention, Grimdar. We took an adorable little bubbly bath. Olive made a duck floaty for herself out of her eldritch magic. Floated sadly and somberly, a little distraught with the day's events and the difficulties of our puzzles. And then Olasea let everyone go back home through her magical bubble teleportation kind of whirlpool that exists at the bottom of her aquifer. She has a grand channel of interconnected river networks here beneath the ground. And Grimdar and Bran decided to return to Thelihil, They emerged in the courtyard well. Grimdar scared the shit out of some kids as a lake monster. Classic Grimdar ideas. And Nina and Olive returned once more to Endon and hit their heads on the dock. Nina and Olive went to sleep on the ship. Bran and Grimdar met up with the people at the front gate of Thelihil, journeying out into the night on the caravans with all of the supplies loaded up, all of the people who had survived loaded up. And we begin here. As the sun is rising and Grimdar and Bran, you feel your caravans rocking against the ground suddenly come to a halt, and as you peer outside of the thin, narrow opening, you can see in the distance the illuminated, small, hut-style village of Endon.
We're back.
We made it.
We gotta find Tuck.
Why?
I don't know, but he's here. Who knows what happened to these poor druids while we were gone?
Well, maybe we shouldn't have left him here.
He could have made so much stew, Bran. I'm real worried.
There's probably no one left. They probably all ran off like the Swifts.
Where they died from sexual deviancy.
Well, great. More room for the elves.
Yeah, they're moving in.
Yup.
We need to go see if Olive and Nina made it back.
Right. And I guess we'll go with the caravan.
Okay, so yeah, you stick with the caravan. You watch as everybody's just kind of like... There are a few guards who are still on watch as they have collectively gone through their shifts through the evening time. You can see that the majority of people, though, are still asleep in their caravans. But yeah, you guys successfully approach the village of Endon. You can see that there's not really many people who are awake. There are a few straggling farmers who are walking around in their simple loincloths and white cloth shirts.
Were they wearing that when we left? Because I'm worried that shit's...
Pants are not here anymore. Tuck outlawed pants.
Oh, he's taking over the town.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes, come on in. No, you don't hear that. I'm kidding.
You must remove your pants.
No pants allowed in the village, children.
Okay. So, guess...
is Tuck's ship still here?
Yes, yeah, as you're approaching, you can see that the ship is still docked.
I'm going to go there.
Okay, so you head towards the ship.
Yep.
I'll head towards the one of the elders' areas, I guess. I don't remember.
I mean, you would have to go to one of their huts, and
Yeah.
there are only two elders currently alive that you know of.
Go one up to... Oh my god, I can't remember the one that... What's his name? He fucked off. And
Morin,
yeah,
the one who went to the mermaids?
Yes.
Yes, so Morin. So you go towards the large hut on the western edge that is Morin's hut. So, Grimdar, you approach the boat.
Yep. Do I see anybody on the deck?
Yes, you see Suta actually kind of just sat on the deck on the height of it by the wheel, looking out over the beautiful waters in the sunrise.
Okay, I yell up
Suta
to
was
her.
alive.
Hello!
Grimdar!
Yes, I know, I'm alive!
That's great news, Grimdar!
Yes, I start climbing up the side of the ship.
Okay, so yeah, you arrive on the deck, and she kind of walks down the small set of stairs from the height of the where the wheel is, and kind of steps down to the deck. It's so good to see you, Grimdar.
It's great to see you too. How are things?
Oh, they've been great. Everyone's been loving it here in Endon.
That's great. What's with the lack of pants?
Oh, well, we realized that we didn't need pants in the first place, Grimdar. Yeah, she's not wearing pants either. She's just wearing like a short kind of like set of lady undergarments.
I
Thin
assume
stringed.
It allows you to move about a bit more.
Yes, the legs are a bit less defended, but there's not been any combat here in Endon, Grimdar. It's been so settled.
Well, that's great. How is Tuck?
Oh, Tuck is grand. He's been making stew all hours of the day. I don't think he's slept, Grimdar.
Oh, I'm sure he hasn't.
Yes, I've not seen him return to the ship. Most nights he just strolls out into the dark, into the wild, and comes back the next morning covered in usually mud.
Oh, good.
As though he's been frolicking somewhere.
Yep, with the pigs again, I would guess.
It could be. It could be, Grimdar.
Yes, of course.
He's a good man.
Yes. Have you seen Olive and Nina? They were trying to come through the waterfall, the reverse waterfall coming out of the ground.
The reversed waterfall coming out of the ground?
Yes, instead of water going down, comes up.
Grimdar, have you struck your head while you've been away?
Well, yes, of course.
Oh.
I've also died.
Oh.
It's been a long several days.
But how are you alive, Grimdar? If you died?
A wish.
A wish? Well, this has been a very eventful course of days for you, Grimdar.
Yes, it's been troubling and difficult.
Well, the two ladies are indeed below deck. You could check on them if you would like.
I will, thank you.
You'll need to remove your pants before you go into the village.
I've already done it. They're off.
I'm just so ready for town.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, you head down below deck, and the two of you are each in your own quarters down here. But you can hear footsteps because you're kind of like stirring as the early morning hours begin. So you can hear like...
Who's there?
I peek my head in. It's me!
Oh, hey, Grimdar.
We have your horses.
Really? You have Mr. Pepperbottom?
We do. He's here.
That was his
I'm
name, right?
gone.
Yes.
Yes.
Just...
Okay, bye. Hey, Olive, wake up.
Oh, I'm
You're in a
off.
different room, aren't you?
Yeah, you were in individual quarters.
Oh, okay.
I open
Hey,
your.
Olive, wake up.
I open your door.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
We're back.
I see that.
We're alive.
Great.
The horses are here too.
Oh, cool. Where?
In
are
town.
They? Oh, they're not eating the stuff, are they?
I hope not, but you know, big bake and all that. Goodbye.
Oh,
Run
God.
back upstairs.
Okay, so yes, you emerge back out on the dock. Bran, you are walking through the kind of central area in which the enormous bonfire is typically prepared each day. So you can see that it's kind of ashy right now. The wood that had been used for the kindling last night is mostly broken away. But you can see the hut that you had gone into previously where Morin stays. And see his flap just kind of like open slightly.
I'm just gonna walk in
So you just walk into Morin's hut.
Yup.
Yeah, I mean, he's asleep on the ground.
and poke him.
And it's just like in his little bedroll. And he just...
Morin, Morin.
The boy, you're back.
Yes,
Oh, how are you back? Excuse me.
we walked back.
Oh yes, you left with your friends. Yes,
Yes.
Marek and them. Marek is back though.
Is he?
Yes, Marek has been back a day or so now. Yes.
Did he return with I don't remember all your names.
Noro, yes.
Yes.
Noro, he did indeed return
Great.
with Noro.
Illanellis is dead.
Yes, we did hear the news from Noro. He had been suspicious that Illanellis was not in the city when they visited after he said the harvest of the U-bloom was completed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he was informed, sadly, of the tragic death of Illanellis.
There was also there's also a bit of an issue with the city. Just kind of.
Oh, something amiss, sir. Did you quell the scourge of the king?
No, not even close.
Did the
There
people
was
succumb to the poison then?
no. There was a Grey Dwarf attack,
Oh,
which we successfully stopped, and then there was a bridge to the Shadowlands made.
within the city walls?
Yes.
Did the shadow beasts emerge then?
Yup.
Have they been repelled?
Yeah, but most of the city is dead, and what's left is now here.
You mean the survivors of Thelihil have had to leave?
They've fled the city.
Well, that's terrible news. And he just kind of like sits up, and you can see that his like little adorable old man chest is kind of like wrinky, and his like saggy man boobs are a little lower than they were before, and he's just kind of sheds a little tear. I suppose that I must make a formal greeting to our elven friends if they are going to be staying here with us. And he just kind of stands up, and you can see that all he's got on is a little dirty loincloth as well. And he just kind of walks over, and he picks up a little cloth white shirt, and he pulls it over and fastens the top little button and pulls a little string. Please take me to the elves. I would like to see... Is the king alive?
No.
Is the queen alive?
Yes.
I would like to see the queen, sir.
Sure.
And he just kind of like steps out of the hut. So the three of you guys are on the deck of the boat, correct?
That's right. I mean, I am. I don't know about them.
Okay. Are the two of you following Grimdar up to the deck of the boat?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, you step out onto the deck, you climb down the little the ladder onto the dock, and where would you guys have left the horses?
Wherever like the main caravan was, I guess we would have tied them up somewhere.
Okay,
somewhere
so
near
yeah,
that.
you can see that at the perimeter of Endon, there's usually like a small kind of couplings of little fence links to be able to try to keep a lot of the animals corralled into a singular area. So you can see that the 4 horses that you guys procured while in Thelihil are successfully tied here to some posts.
I see Mr. Pepperbottom, and I go, Mr. Pepperbottom! And I run for him. And then I go and, like, hug his little neck. Meow.
I go up to Vega and I just do the nod and I just pet it.
Pet him.
Fuck you too.
I'm gonna pet Bink. Yes. Good horse. Are you a trumpet? Okay, good.
And he just stamps his front little big feet. In the sand, you see like some dirt just kind of kick up around him.
I love it.
Adorable.
And I pull Radgar's sack out.
Ah, yes, Radgar's gathered sack.
Friends, we got this from Radgar. He told us to open it this morning. Let's find Bran and we can open it together.
Oh, a present.
Yes.
Bran! Bran!
Bran!
I mean, yeah, you can hear the calling out from the eastern edge of the village.
Oh, Bran!
I mean, I'm walking with Morin towards the caravan. So
Okay, so yes.
I'm not. No.
So you walk along the bonfire, and Morin is just kind of like looking around at the majority of the villagers who have now awoken and are gathering their belongings to see to their farming for the day, because this is an agrarian village.
I use thaumaturgy and I'm like, yo, Bran, get your privileged ass over here.
We need to open the sack.
Not yet.
The Radgar sack.
Oh my God.
He's got a big sack.
Like children on Christmas, they just want to open them right away.
Excuse me, sir. What sack is this they're yelling about?
Look, I don't know. Okay, there's something in it. I don't know what's in it.
There's gifts in this sack?
Yes, the
A
man
sack
that
of
saved the
gifts.
city gave it to us.
Oh, what did you say this man's name was?
Radgar?
Oh, Radgar.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Well, understandable. You said the queen was at the lead of the caravan?
She should be.
Yes, I will. Do you remember the name of her guard?
No.
Okay. Well, I suppose I can approach and
I know.
introduce myself again. As
I'll
one of the...
approach with you.
Oh, yes,
They
thank
can
you.
wait.
Thank you.
This is more important.
Thank you. So, yes, you approach the caravan, and you can see that Edmir is kind of sat on, like, one of the lead horses, and he is stepping off, and he is turning back, and you can see that the queen is kind of, like, leaning out of the little section of the front of the caravan, like old wagon-style caravan, and she's leaning out and looking up at the beautiful morning sky.
Hello.
Oh, yes, my good Sir Bran. Thank you. It seems that we've successfully arrived here in Endon.
This is Morin. He's the he's one of the elders of the village.
He just kind of looks up at her. You are a beautiful young woman. Thank you very much for bringing your people here. We'd be happy to offer you all the hospitality we can. And Edmir kind of like extends a hand, and she gracefully steps down, and she approaches Morin and leans down slightly and shakes his hand. Yes, good sir. If we could please have perhaps a warm meal prepared for our people, and you and I have to discuss the potential lodgings for all of the survivors that unfortunately have so recently been displaced from our home. Yes, madam, of course. And you can see that Edmir, Venya, the Queen of Thelihil, and Morin begin to walk back towards Morin's hut.
I'll walk over towards to where I was being summoned by everybody.
Okay, so you walk over to Grimdar, who's got the sack.
Let's
You
open
ready?
the sack.
Are you ready?
Yes, I just needed to introduce the elders to the
But
queen.
Bran,
It's sack time.
the sack.
Okay.
I open the sack.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, it looks kind of dark inside for some reason. You may reach in.
Okay. Yeah, I'll reach in.
Oh Lord, why did he roll?
You're dead.
You're dead
No.
again.
Okay.
The Leviathan comes out of the sack.
You pull out this small, like, 2-foot high Bran replica,
Uh-huh.
at which Bran's got 2 large swords in each hand. One kind of like shiny blue, the other kind of like a translucent. And he's just standing there like, but you can see that there's a string on the back of the Bran.
I'm going to pull it.
Okay, as you pull the string of the brand, you watch as it kind of like clinks, and up from the feet, you watch as his body, his skin is coated in scales as he transforms.
Yes! Oh my god.
And he like whips his swords around.
Here you go, Bran. This one's you.
It's called the Bran Former.
Thanks, Grimdar. Can I see what's in there?
No.
What do you mean, no?
I'm Santa. I pull out the next thing.
Okay. We'll
What's
see.
a Santa?
Santa.
Okay.
Okay, and you pull out this adorable little, like, kind of chibi-looking olive, and where she's, like, sat, like, clearly, like, out with her legs flopped out where they bend at the knee and they, like, pop down a little bit, and she's got this, like, scowl on her face.
Is there a string?
No, there's no string.
Radical
just-
olive.
She's like,
Okay, cool. I could. Hey, Pepe, put this on my hat too.
okay, so you pop the little thing on your hat, and Pepe just kind of walks over to it, and he's, like, crawling around all over, just looking. Hey, what do you mean? This looks like you there, pretty girl. What are you doing?
Yeah, it probably is me, and I'm gonna like just do an Arcana check on it.
Okay, yeah, it's definitively magical. Feels fucking weird. As Pepe is crawling over it, he crawls over the tummy, and as he crawls over the stomach, you just hear a
What are you saying up there, Pepe?
Oh, I mean, I'm not playing with your toys. It's fine.
What? Okay, I'm gonna pull it back off, and I'm just like, Yeah, I'm gonna press the
I
stomach.
just tickle the tummy. Just
Oh,
like a
God.
very vicious laugh, though.
Oh my god!
Oh god.
Tickle me, Olive.
I'm gonna put it back on my hat.
It's a perfect fit.
All right. Reach in again.
All right. Okay. So you pull out this little box with a crank on it.
I'm gonna start cranking
It's like
it.
this black, like jet black box where. And you watch as this like all black clad Grimdar, but he's got like clown painted face makeup where you have like white and like big red rosy cheeks and like red around your eyes, but you
Yes.
have and he just like slides right back down into the box.
I love it. I crank it again.
Bing bing.
It's me. I reach in again.
Okay.
Is there a Nina?
I hope
So
so.
yes, you pull out this adorable little box, and inside the plastic you can see a Nina, like pirouette posed in like a beautiful white gown, but you can see next to it are all kinds of accessories to categorize your Nina. Like a black leather outfit with like black heeled boots. You can see like
Sexy bitch.
This one's you.
That's me. Can I show it to Mr. Pepperbottom?
I assume it's like deflated now. The bag is empty.
No, the bag
Okay,
is
there's
still-
more. Reach in
Okay.
again.
Which of the things do we go next?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You pull out this suspicious pair of like black gloves, but it looks like they don't have fingertips. And
Okay.
on the hands, on the palms of where they are, you can see 3 concentric circles.
Any idea what these are?
History check.
Yeah, you can roll for history.
Oh boy. It's a 14.
14? Not really familiar with what these gloves could be.
No idea.
They look suspicious, but not in like a bad way.
17.
17? Not really sure what these gloves are, but as you feel them in your hands, it feels like a beautifully silky, smooth texture, but they're firm.
Can I see him real quick?
Sure.
I'm gonna put him on.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that.
So, as you do this, you can feel kind of like magic resonating out from your hands. So you guys got...
Well, put them in a pile. We'll figure out who's after. Reach in.
All right, there we go.
Okay, so you pull out, like, literally this bag is supposed to be like this big,
Yeah.
and somehow you reach in and pull out this long, full set of splint mail. And you're like, oh! Oh, boy!
It's another bag of holding.
I know, I
is.
fixed it.
But yeah, it's shiny, like silver-coated, where it looks like beautiful in the sky, like in the sunlight. like reflecting out into your eyes, like, oh my god.
Huh, it's very bright.
What is it called?
Splint mail.
What is
It's made
that?
of splinters.
I don't want to touch
Ow.
it.
I put it down.
Did you say
Okay.
it shines in the sunlight?
Okay. So
Who is it sized for?
It's one
Is it a
size fits all.
size check?
it's heavy armor. That's my hint
Well,
to you.
that one's me.
Okay, so you pull out this pair of like jet black leather boots.
Ooh. Sounds like
This is a Grimdar thing.
So they're like short, you know, they don't have any heel or anything, like they're a flat sole, but they go only about up to the ankle, and they've got this kind of like black wing at the height of it.
Is it like shiny leather or is it like matte leather?
It's like a matte leather.
Okay.
Yeah. Not
And it
like
has wings?
All right, so
like
Olive,
small black wings at the
Olive
height
can't
of
get
the
any with
heel.
that.
I'm gonna
leather.
walk around in Cinderella, find the wearer.
I mean, they conform fit to anyone's foot.
They're magical items.
Yes.
All right, I'll put them down.
Okay. And then the last thing that you pull out are these weird-looking knee pad things. So you literally just reach in, and they look like cups in your hand.
Put them on your eyes.
It's Grimdar.
What do these do?
Peekaboo.
But
play
as you,
peekaboo with them.
as you feel
That
them,
could be.
you have the obsidian gauntlets on your hands, but like as you're holding them, they're firm and durable. Like you can kind of like mold them to fit over, but they've got a little bit of height extending out from the top or the bottom, as though they're to be worn, like on the knee, obviously, because they're knee pads.
Sure.
But as though they provide some kind of coverage going up over the legs. But when you feel them, even against the obsidian gauntlets, as you're running your hand over, you can feel that there's these kind of like small spikes, but you're not seeing spikes. They feel almost like, you know, as you, it's obviously a smooth surface, but as you run your hand over it, it feels jagged. And they are a beautiful, like, aquamarine blue color.
I think I know whose is whose.
All right, well, clearly this is mine, and I pick up the armor.
I get the boots. I'm sure Olive gets the pretty knee things. Right?
I'll do Arcana check on them. Do I
And
feel
I feel like you would get the gloves.
anything magical? Oh, it's a 16 plus whatever the fuck.
Okay, so yes.
That's a 19 total.
Okay, so no. That is not who they are destined for. So this one is uniquely you, because heavy armor. That one
Yep.
should be easy to figure out. The other three, I will tell you what they do. So the gloves, the fingerless gloves, they are called the Drain Gloves. When worn, spells that you cast that strike an enemy and deal damage force the victim to make an intelligence saving throw against the caster's spell save value. On a failed save, if applicable, one spell slot of the highest enemy's caster value is stolen and drained to the person who casted the spell to attack them. On a successful save against the intelligence throw, no spell slot is stolen, but either way, 2d6 psychic damage is done.
Okay, so then the gloves are Olive.
They're not me. I'm not intelligent.
Pads are Bran. And boots are
Okay,
me.
so no, the boots.
Oh.
They are called the Dark Weave Boots. The user can step from shadow to
Weave
shadow
boots?
within 30 feet.
Oh,
wow.
baby! Paul's actually gonna know.
Once per day.
Oh my god!
Once per day, the target can cast the spell Darkness, emanating
Jesus.
out from the bottom, the soles of the shoes, obscuring you from enemy vision, because it's a magical darkness. So you literally just look like a 15-foot wide, blurry circle of like shadowy fucking darkness.
You're right.
Only the character who uses this can see outside from within the darkness. So any darkness that has an enemy or a friendly unit within only sees black outside,
my
so they're
God.
effectively blinded, and the darkness follows you when you move.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Here are your drain gloves, because I figured spell slots seem to be your issue.
Thank you.
And
this-
then yours are the chassis of Dragon Hide. The wearer can make melee weapon attacks with your knees. That's why they're for you, because they count as monk weapons. They deal 1d6 finesse damage. A successful attack with this weapon knocks the target prone if it is large or smaller, because you're literally jump fucking kneeing them in the gut. An attack, if you made with this, if your character is moved 10 feet or more, gains +5 to your damage roll. So it's essentially charge knees. So you literally can run, jump knee somebody in the fucking face and knock them to the ground.
That's awesome. Mine gives me more AC, and I get advantage on saving throws against aberration, fiends, and undead, so maybe I won't die next time.
Yes!
And they also have disadvantage on attack rolls against me.
Oh my god.
Yeah!
We all got handicaps.
Yeah! Let's go fuck up some zombies. So my AC just becomes 17.
Thanks God of Fall.
Okay.
So I kind of have a question.
Yes.
For these, it says I can step from shadow to shadow, right?
Yep, within 30 feet.
So how does that work in the Shadowlands? Can I just move anywhere?
No, because it's not properly illuminated. Like, everything looks grayed out, almost like dark vision.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Had to be sure.
Mm-hmm.
How do I look? How do I look?
Blinding.
Good. Good. Well, where to now? Should we find Tuck? See what he's done to the town?
I
You
just
have to
feel-
take your pants off.
I'm not. First of all, I'm not taking my pants off, and I think there's been a lot of partying going on.
Oh, wait, also, are each of you holding your toys?
Oh yes,
Yeah, 100%.
I was gonna do an Arcana check on mine.
Okay, so each of your toys grants +1 to your stat that you care about most. So, strength,
Not strength, because I'm already at
int.
20.
charisma. Oh, sure, that's fine.
Okay.
I just feel compelled to keep doing this now.
Wait, what exactly do you mean? To the modifier or
What
to
do
the
I-
To the actual stat value itself.
the actual stat value? Okay.
Yeah.
So if I add to Constitution, 19 is +5 then?
No, 19 is still +4.
Oh,
Well,
what
that
should I
sucks.
add it to?
What?
What should I add it to?
What's your wisdom?
+5, 20.
Oh, not that. What's your dexterity?
20.
Oh. What's your constitution?
16.
Just
Six.
put it on that, and we'll get it to 18 in a little bit.
Yeah,
So
mine.
it stays +3,
I also
right?
have a 16. I mean, alternatively, I could add it to Wisdom and have a 12, but I don't know how helpful that is.
That's up to you. It would add 1 to your saving throws whenever you have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, I guess we'll do
Your
that.
Grimdar in a box somehow has made you wiser.
Yay! Now I have
Brink,
plus.
brink.
I have +4 now.
Mhm.
Great.
That is a 12, and now a +1.
Wait, what do your gloves do again?
Grimdar in the
You
box.
get like spell slot steal.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because Warlocks, they only have 2 spell slots.
I have more spell slots than you.
Yeah. Yeah, because you
Jesus.
use Wizard Casting Table.
You really only have 2?
Well, now I have 3, right?
Yeah, because of the Facebook.
Okay, good.
So, but a base amount, like vanilla D&D, 2 slots.
Yep.
Because they're
Do I have
OP.
just some like
Warlocks
pieces
are
of
OP.
spare metal?
Because they're the
That's
spells that they can
something
cast are
around.
ridiculous.
Sure. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna make glasses.
Oh, I was gonna
Okay.
ask.
So I'm just gonna bend some metal and put some glass. I'm wise now.
Are they like down like librarian?
100%.
Yeah, like old Dumbledore.
yeah.
like
like-
library fucking glasses. Like,
Yes, the wisdom is great.
don't forget to return your books.
I mean, we're not going back to the city. Oh, we should have raided the library. Thanks for reminding me, Grimdar.
Oh, you're welcome.
But we've already left the city.
Yes, that's true. Well, shit.
We can go back another time. I'm sure it won't be filled with
it's
grey
definitely-
dwarfs.
It's fine. I have advantage now and kill them all.
No, they're
not
not.
against them, I
They're
know,
not
I know,
aberrations,
I know.
fiends, or undead. They're just.
I mean, I think they're
fucking-
fiends, not fiends in the traditional sense,
Yes.
but
I
they
mean,
are
they're
fiends.
But they're definitely fiends. If because he
definitely
perceives them as fiends.
Obviously, clearly advantage.
That totally works.
Oh boy.
I don't know what you're doing.
Neither do I.
Are we gonna go look for Tuck?
I mean, I guess we can go look for Tuck. I'd like to meet with the Queen and the elders afterward.
Okay, I mean, do you want to do that first? It's fine.
No, we can go look for Tuck.
Okay.
I just jump on Epona.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk.
Nah. Not off I go.
All right. Nina, Olive, are you two going with?
Yes.
Okay. So yes, you guys are just kind of like wandering around. You're going through the fields. You're watching as the, farmers in the surrounding perimeter of Endon are working the fields, growing their basic crops like wheat and grains and vegetables. But as you're going around, you can see that in the distance, over towards the area in which the geyser is, you can see that there's a small puddle of mud, and you see a little body just spread eagle laying on its back, just basking in the adorable sun.
Hello, Tuck?
Oh, yeah, I mean, you walk up, and as you walk up, you know it's Tuck.
Yeah, no, I'm like saying, like, Tuck?
Oh, yes, Grimdar.
Frog in your throat?
Ironically, yes, last night it was.
As I look at Tuck, does he look any older?
Yes.
Oh, no.
How much
He's
older?
been abusing the dust.
I mean, he looks quite aged. Like, his orange hair is mostly gray now. It's got little firecracker, like, sprinklings of orange still in it. His beard is short and gray. It looks kind of like stubble length now, but there are flecks of orange still in it.
You've been hitting the dust there, bud?
Hitting it? No, never hitting the dust. You don't hit the dust.
Tuck, you look a little aged.
And he just kind of like sits up and he's like, oh, it's so sticky.
What is?
And you can see just these, like, his entire back is covered in, like, brown, goopy mud, like, stuck to him, just caked to his back.
I feel like you should get cleaned up.
Yes, I believe so.
Yes, we'll meet with you later after.
Could you prepare me a bath?
Well, I don't
No,
know.
the ocean's right there. Just go jump in.
Oh, okay.
Don't swim anywhere.
Oh,
Stay
no,
on the
I
shore.
would never swim anywhere.
We just have to clarify. There have been a lot of people that have just vanished into the sea.
Yes, they have been known to do that here in Endon.
Yes, don't swim away. Don't go anywhere.
You can hear that his voice is just, like, significantly more raspy and hoarse than usual. But yeah, you can watch his he pulls up his little loincloth and covers himself a little bit better. Even his, like, ass cheeks as he's walking away are covered in mud at the bottom. But yeah, you watch as Tuck just strolls towards the ocean.
All right. Well, while he's doing that, let's go talk to the queen then. The elders.
Hopefully he'll be fine.
He's fine.
Okay. So yeah, you approach the hut of Morin. So inside the hut, you can see Nora and Morin are sat down, and adjacent to them at a small table that has been brought in is Queen Venya and Edmir, each sitting at a little chair, like a little stool here.
Hello.
Yes, welcome. You're welcome in here, friends. And Queen Venya just kind of beckons you all inside. But we've been discussing the treacherous matters at hand of how to handle the exodus of my people, and whether or not it is most suited that we remain here in Endon or not.
Yes, of course. Well, anything we can do to help.
Well, we're not certain of where the safest location is for us to go now that Thelihil has become uninhabitable because of the threat of the Grey Dwarves looming. The Great Wood itself does not seem like it is a verifiable home because of the straggling werewolves that still roam, and you've informed us before that even the village of Hoth was tragically burned in hellfire by Adonites, and
yes, it is destroyed.
The palace of Zedilia is underground, with Loth now residing.
Yeah, she's in there. She's taken it over. It's a spider land.
That's not great, I could say.
No, not great.
But she
also has spies everywhere.
Oh, does she?
Yes.
Yes, we know that she, as the Queen of the Spiders, is famous for her espionage, and as a former drow, sadly, we are aware of how treacherous and maddening it can be to deal with her. But the safety of the elves is of utmost importance, but Endon here is simple farmlands. There's no defensible positions. Everything is is left wide open. There's grasslands and plains as far as the eye can see, and should we attempt to salvage a new home for them here, we'd be subjected to the wild beasts of the plains and the grasses. We'd barely have enough troops to protect ourselves from those.
Is there some way we can set up some sort of defenses, or should we take them elsewhere?
What defenses could we offer here?
We could build a wall.
Yes, but the wall, if Thelihil had a grand wall and we were still incapable of defending against the Grey Dwarfs because of that drill that they used to breach through in the ground,
Yes.
I fear that they would be able to scurry through.
Well, they were only after the marble.
Yes, I fear what they would do with the marble as well, though, friends.
I don't know. Is there a way we can? I don't know that we can stop them from taking the marble. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Well, how do you propose we prevent them from taking the marble? The walls itself are constructed of it. There's tons and tons of marble for them to steal.
It's very troubling.
And I fear what the dwarves would be able to smith with it. It's stronger even than the obsidian that your homeland was famous for.
Yes.
Possesses grand magical properties as well.
Do you guys have any suggestions? What can we do?
I mean, they may be able to relocate to Renya if there's enough room, or Southmore, but Southmore is not really feasible.
No.
As you remember how we left.
Yes, we did run out of there, and God knows what state that's in now.
The Wyatt family in control.
I don't know what to do about this marble in Thelihil. Is there a way we can break whatever enchantment is on it and stop them from using its power? Is there something we can do?
The marble itself?
Yes, they want the marbles because it's enchanted in some way, I think.
Well,
but
the marble itself is the source of the magic.
Or we can go to the Underdark and say hello. We do know how to defeat him.
that's true. That it might be the only thing to stop them would be to face them head on before they get to the marble.
And Radgar gave us all a handicap, so we might have a chance.
He did. Yes, that's true.
Do you want to attack a kingdom?
I get into his head. The kingdom falls.
That's true. We take out Dane, I get a sweet-ass weapon, and we stop them from getting the marble.
And I get the pleasure of making him feel like a piece of shit. So
yeah.
We do get more dragons on our side.
there you go.
Dragons on your side?
Yeah, I have the crown. I've still not figured out what it does. I did write it down, something, but
Dane may have enslaved dragons.
yes.
Yes. this
Just
was-
like kind of ironic since, it's usually the other way around.
Yes, the sapphire dragons usually used the Grey Dwarves in the areas that they were capable of conquering in the Underdark as their vassals and slaves to work and do their bidding, but that crown, if I might see it myself, sir.
Of course, and I pull it off.
Okay, she kind of pulls it over. Do you remember what gem I told you was in it?
Oh, damn. I don't know. I wrote to the crown plus gem, so no, I do not.
Okay, so as you pull off the obsidian crown...
Oh, I think when I assumed you meant this gem when you were talking about it. I think that's why I only wrote gem.
Okay.
I don't think I knew that there was a gem in the crown.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, overlaid of primarily
Sure.
obsidian, but like there's many gems like
Okay.
of varying colors
Got
around it.
I did not know that. I assumed it was just obsidian.
Plain obsidian.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Yeah, it's got like very small inlaid gems.
Okay.
So kind of like, the size of diamond rings, but like
Sure.
when you get the princess diamonds, in which it's the many like cuts of
Yep.
small shades of diamonds adjacent.
Got it.
So it's like inlaid like that.
Okay.
Sir, the gems that this crown possess are incredibly powerful, laid with immense magic properties.
Yes.
It is something that be careful of the way in which you use it, sir. Were you instructed on how to use it?
We figured out that I have to speak a word to the dragons. We believe it to be friend. It's either that or freedom.
Fair. This is a crown that, in lore, in elven lore, of what we've known from our encounters with Grey Dwarfs and what we have learned from our limited interactions with them prior to the wars with the lizard folk, this crown was used as a symbol of power for the dwarven king, but he used it not to command dragons centuries ago. Used it to command other creatures in the Underdark, much fouler creatures.
That is troubling. I'm not sure. We believed from our readings that it was dragons that could be controlled with this crown.
It might very well be, sir, but it could also perhaps attempt to impact the mind of other creatures within the Underdark in terms of forced obedience.
Do you have any idea how I activate the crown? What I need to do?
Sadly, no, sir. It's something that, of elven lore, of what has been spoken of, it was used as though some sort of link crafted between the wearer and other individuals.
Thank you. And
As though a shared mind of sorts.
of course, and I put the crown back on.
Yes, I'm the queen. I received an education, friends. Elements of the library were what I spent most of my free time working when I was not adhering to the required assistance with the harvest of the U-Blue.
Oh, how lucky. And I kind of just squinted her.
Yes, well, I mean, I was not always a queen, though, my friend. Before that, I served time in the silver industry.
Oh,
I've noticed your armor as something I'm quite familiar with, sir.
yes, and I kind of pull it up a little
the,
bit.
The silver
wonderful.
splint mail, yes.
Yes.
Assisted by angels we were in the construction of that matter.
Wow, that's
Yes,
great.
there was a wonderful Aasimar woman who once lived in Thelihil.
What was her name?
Oh, her name. Oh, her name. Not Viv, I'm kidding. That was my way of tricking you all. Vivian was her name. No, I'm kidding.
You're terrible.
Carolina.
Okay.
Nah, Viv's gone.
Don't say that. Stop.
Just like you said only earlier. Stop it. I just wrote Grimbar.
Why do you do this to me?
Why do you write?
Grimbar, Byron Beard.
Listen, Mr. Fogg and Zedilia, okay?
I mean, technically, Mr. Zedilia is correct, so...
So I would call him.
Yeah, that's what I would. Do you think the best thing for us to do would be to take Dane Firebrand and
Firehand.
head on and stop them before they get to the surface?
Sir, with what military force, though?
I don't know. I mean,
Your
us, I guess.
the four of you?
I don't know what other choice we have. If they get the marble, we're doomed.
Well, yes, I fear the fortress that they would be capable of constructing, as much as the marble is the elven inheritance from Fal. The dwarves are still significantly better forgers and smiths, and capable of working with materials like these.
And yes, if they build a stronghold out of that or something worse, we'll never get to them.
I would not ask you to risk your lives for the people of Thelihil. You have already done enough.
I don't think it's just for Thelihil. I think it's just for the good of the world at this point. If they have an untouchable stronghold in the Underdark, that's not great.
That's not great, but also sounds like Lolth's problem, not ours.
Yes, but if Loth is stopped in trying to take over the Underdark, she may do more things above ground to try to turn more people and build a bringer army, and we cannot have that. We've already done enough.
Good lord.
to assist her.
We didn't do anything to assist her.
Well, I mean, Jonathan.
She bit you.
She bit me. She has Jonathan.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Oh my god, the literal Superman.
Yeah, we cannot let her destroy more of the above ground world.
Well, she wants to conquer hell, not up here.
Correct.
Yes, but she has to go through the Underdark to get there, and if she is impeded in her progress, we have a problem.
She does not need to go through the Underdark to get to hell.
But she resides in
Yes,
the Underdark.
yes, absolutely, but
What else do we do?
I don't know.
Where
I
else do we
think-
go?
I feel like we should go to the Underdark.
Nina, what do you think?
We kill them. We relieve a whole big issue.
I mean, are we capable of killing them?
I really don't think so.
I hope so. I also really want
I
to.
really
I don't know if you guys remember when I was all scaly and
Grimdar having just recently died.
I puked.
Yes,
Didn't even hurt them. It was beautiful.
but if we are able to take them out, we can use their castle as a stronghold.
For
The people of Thelihil could locate there,
then they have to
Someone-
deal with creatures of the Underdark.
but they'll be protected inside the castle.
I mean, we can try to kill them all, and if we end up getting
No.
into a sticky situation, we just fucking get out.
We need to infiltrate that in any certain way to get to the king. If we get to the king, I can get to his mind. I can talk him out of this. I have a very strong feeling I know how to get through him now that I know what to attack. It's not physical for him. It's mental. I kill his pride. The whole kingdom crushes. I'm also writing down notes of what to say to him if I ever do come see him.
Okay.
What a shitty
Suck
king.
my ass, suck my ass.
Basically.
You suck, you suck, you
You
suck.
dumb bitch.
Your
fuck
name
your
sucks
pride.
too!
My castle collapsed in the Underdark. It still looks nicer than this shithole.
Covered in spiderweb, still prettier.
I mean, oh, fuck it, just go for it.
I don't know what else we can possibly do or where else we can go. The only other place we could go is Renya.
I got my
We could go try to find.
pads.
We
My
could go
dink
try to find.
dinks.
Try to find your brother.
My lying brother.
Yeah, I don't like that plan any better than this.
Yeah, if I get my hands on him, we're gonna
because
have a
we
good
really
time.
don't want to go back into the sea to try to get over to the Bloodwood.
I'm not going in the ocean.
Yeah, I don't. There's no other way for us to go.
What if he tries to turn me again?
Yeah.
I have a question, Grimdar. How is the memory of a dwarf? Because I think he's seen us once before.
Well, less than an elephant, so we do forget, but not bad.
Well, we do have someone who might have a disguise kit here, so maybe we can try to.
Yeah, I could try that whole
Grimdar!
bamboozle routine again.
I
It
mean,
worked so well
we
the
can
last
always
time.
act as advocates for law.
We've got more information this time. At least I know who Grendel is.
They work
I
for
can
law.
dress- his name.
I can dress us all up as spiders.
Pepe, what do you think?
Hey, I mean, you don't got enough legs. You got all between you. You got
We
enough
get-
legs for one
Tree
spider.
branches. We got a lot of pipe cleaners.
We can all turn into one big spider.
No, wait. We can act as messengers from law.
What kind of clown show are we running here?
If we can get through there, pretending we work for law, we get straight into the kingdom, in the castle, and just...
What if do they have good relations with Lolth?
They work for... I mean, maybe they... Wait,
I don't think
history
they work for
check.
anybody.
History check.
History check.
Ooh, 14 again.
I don't remember shit.
18. Let's go. Give
So-
me the
I thought they
Ds.
were on slaves.
No, you
No.
can recall that the Grey Dwarves have their own isolated kingdom. They are not at war with Lolth because they respect each other as essentially forces in which they don't want to waste their efforts on. The Grey Dwarves have now begun colluding with Ander and the Lizard People because they are attempting to reclaim the mountains of Kandarim. That is the Grey Dwarves' goal. They want the marble, yes, absolutely, but they still also want their homeland in Kandarim.
Well, so we can avoid another capture. We do not say I'm related to anybody, and you either. Just not...
I don't know what
But
you're
if
talking about.
they-
My
if
name's
they're-
Bran Nilo.
If they're working with Ander, perhaps we could trick them into believing that we are aligned with Ander. You are his brother.
You've been in a pool of blood twice. Or
Yes.
once.
You've been in a pool of blood?
Yes, a long time ago.
Yeah,
well,
blood
I
was
guess it
3
wasn't
weeks
that
ago.
long. 3 weeks ago.
Have you folks been practicing blood magics?
Oh no, but we've been
If only.
directly involved in the results of such.
If only, dear. What do you mean, if only?
Last-ditch effort?
I mean, then if I die again,
I mean, yeah, just fucking kumbaya him back.
That's the secret to blood
gather
magic.
hands around the circle and smoke the peace pipe.
I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, Queen Venya, but we're really fucked here.
Yes.
Blood magic should be the last of your worries.
But the penalties for blood magic's use are terrible.
Yeah, we're all gonna die
Well, I
one
mean,
day.
that's her problem, not really mine. She's willing to accept the consequences. I don't care.
Let's just go fuck up some spiders.
So you guys all hear these kind of like slushy, wet footsteps outside.
Oh my goodness.
And then like the
Tuck?
flaps get pulled back and you see just standing with his hands on his
Hey,
hips,
Tuck.
completely nude and soaking wet. Oh, hello! Oh, there's a pretty lady in here this morning. Good
Is he
for
not
you,
clothed?
Lauren. No, he's
I
completely
push
nude.
him out.
Excuse me, Brad.
Back up.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Clothes.
Clothes now.
Oh yes, you're right. My
Clothes.
pantaloons. Have any of you seen my pants?
No, go find some.
Excuse me. And he just immediately walks over to like another man who's just walking outside. Have you seen my pants? And he just starts grabbing his flash. Ah! No! Who are you? Tuck, of course. Oh, you're the dude who makes the stew. Oh, yeah, I can get you some pants. You just watch as Tuck's just standing there like ass baking in the sunlight of the morning, just looking out over to the sea. And like 10 seconds go by and this man just runs back over with a pair of shorts. And he's just, oh, excuse me. Oh, yes, the pants. I need the pants. And he just kind of pulls the drawers up over his ass and he walks back over to you. Yes, the pretty lady. Where were we? The pretty lady is here.
This is the Queen of Thelihil.
Oh. And she
No, I thought you were
just-
talking about me. Excuse me?
There's 3 pretty ladies in here, okay?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
yes, you know you're a beautiful man to me, Grimdar.
Goddamn right I am, especially with this armor.
You're very shiny today, Grimdar. Shinier than I left you, if I remember.
And you're older than we left you.
Yes, it's been difficult in here in Endon. I've been running out.
Difficult.
Yes, stores have been running low.
Well, I don't think there's any way you can get more. So you might want to cut back a little bit, bud.
Oh, but I don't want to cut back. I
You're
mean,
going to die.
no,
Tuck.
no. I
You
mean,
were- you
probably,
looked-
but
You looked, what, 40 when we left?
no.
You look 60.
Approximately.
You look about 90.
Oh.
That's
Oh, do I?
a lot older than 60.
And he just kind of like picked up like a small piece of glass like on Morin's like ground and he just, oh fuck.
I thought he was going to cut himself. I was like, oh no!
Oh, this is not good. I suppose I need to see a friend of mine then. Goodbye, everyone. I'll see you when I return.
Where are you headed?
Oh, I have to get back to West End. There's a friend of mine there. who
Where?
can- West End, my homeland.
I don't know where that is.
Yes, it's on Tramix. It's where the halflings live in the Bear Run Woods, where I left from. I must return. There is a good friend of mine who can assist in difficulties like these.
Will you be back, Tuck?
Back?
Here.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I could try.
Are you
I'll miss
taking
you.
your ship?
Oh, I have a ship. Yes, I do need that ship. That's a safer way to get there than walking. That would have taken me years.
You were gonna walk?
I mean, I would have probably tried to buy a horse from someone in town and ride back, but that ship is a much better idea.
Remember, the Leviathan's still out. I wouldn't.
Oh, yes.
Maybe
There's
taking a horse is safer.
Oh, this is terrible news. Are you sure you all can't get me any more gems or anything?
I mean, We're a little preoccupied.
Go to the Underdark.
We are.
Oh, you're going in the Underdark again, dear.
Yes.
I want to.
Gonna
Well.
kill some spoders.
Yeah, grind. You know the grind.
Spoders.
Spoders,
You're
yes,
deal-
like
you're-
this one. And
You're
I point to
dealing
Pepe.
with Lolth and whatnot again, then.
Something like that.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, suppose I should leave the ship docked then, if the Leviathan is still... Thought you all solved that.
Well,
I thought so too.
no.
No, I don't know if you know this, but this is the Elven Queen, and that's the rest of the elves out there.
Oh!
There's not a lot.
No. Well, that means something terrible must have happened while you were out there.
It
Have you-
did.
Tuck, have you ever been to the Shadowlands?
Let's go.
No.
Just look at
Would
the
you like
pretty
to
thing for a
go?
second.
No.
Olive can show you the way.
Nah, we're good. No,
Is there dust in the shadow?
No.
There is nothing there but shades
Oh.
and horrors
Oh, well,
and,
then no,
and Mr.
no.
Zedilia.
Mr.
mom.
Zedilia?
Yes, Mr. Zedilia.
He sounds like a very nice man.
He is. He's dead.
Hopefully still a nice man, despite the,
He is. He's
the
very
undead
nice.
aspect of him.
Yes, of course.
Still, I do need dust.
I mean, you don't.
Oh. Suppose I could try to cold turkey off the old girl.
Yep. I think that'd be
He's gonna
perfect.
die from the withdrawal.
I
I mean, you could take small doses.
Yes.
Yes,
Half
but
of
the,
what you
the
usually take.
townspeople now are such fans of my stew that I can't stop making it.
Yes, you can.
You're gonna
You can
have
slowly
to.
put less in it, and then they won't notice that there's no dust in it.
Exactly.
Suppose I could attempt to wean all of us off of
Smart
the
Nina.
dust. I'm not sure what
All
side
of us
effects I might incur.
Pets are good.
I get super excited.
I mean, ideally we will be fine. And he just kind of looks at the queen. So you're the queen then? She looks at him and, yes, my good sir. You've been informed your name is Tuck? Oh, yes, of course. It's very nice to meet you. And he approaches her. And Admir's kind of like revolted slightly because, Tuck's just in pants and not very fit any longer now that he's an old man. But he just kind of extends his old little wrinkly paw out, and she leans down gracefully and shakes his little man hand. It's
Which one?
if you could assist the elves, I would be forever in your debt, Mr. Tuck. Assist the elves! Do they need dust?
No.
Oh.
No.
Well,
Tuck,
what do the elves need then?
not dust.
Sure, of course. What did the elves need then, if not dust?
Help.
Oh, yes, you said they can't go home. They need a new home.
Yes.
Oh, well. I could try something if you would all like.
What would you like to try?
Well, we do have at my disposal thousands and thousands of coins of platinum. Many were fed, sadly, to the big dragon girl and her baby. Oh, I miss my dear Pifflepuff.
I do too, Tuck.
We do too.
Oh, but I've not heard any word from them in a few days now. They emerged from the geyser once, a few days ago, but they were bathing and said that it was glorious down beneath the land. But they returned and said that it was not yet ready for anyone to visit. I wasn't sure what that meant.
Of course.
But I could attempt to purchase home or space in another kingdom. Perhaps Brome or Renya. I do have enough money to house and feed all these people.
Totally forgot about Brome. Where all the bros are.
Yeah.
Bro,
Oh
we
my
gotta go.
I mean that might be a good, really anything that you can do to keep them safe, whether it just be to feed them for now or whatever. We need to get them somewhere. I just don't know. I don't know the best place to send them.
Well, yes, sadly, but it's a situation that if I exhausted my finances, I don't know what my future would entail.
I mean, you have quite a lot, correct? Still.
Yes, but to house and feed over 100
Sure,
people,
Of course.
including us. Not sure how successful I would be in supporting them long term. Are any of them working able?
I would,
some
I
of them
would guess
are.
so, yes.
Would any of them be employable by me?
Possibly.
Interesting.
Probably. I would say the safer place to send them would be Brome. We're unsure of Lolth's reaches in Renya.
We're also totally unsure about Brome.
Yes,
Yeah.
we've never gone there.
I mean, I grew up in Renya. I think it's a pretty good place.
Hadn't we discussed the possibility that Lolth had kind of influenced or somehow had spies on the council or something in Renya? I
Yes,
feel like I remember that.
but
Yes, you do.
we don't know much about Brome at all.
She's often.
At least we know what's in Renya.
That's fair. I just know that there wouldn't have been spies of Lolth in Brome, but there might be in Renya. I don't know that it matters at this point. She's never really shown any interest in Thelihil, so it might not matter.
Or can we use the elves as like an army to go into the Underdark?
I don't think that's a good idea to have taken them from their home and then shoved them underground.
All the women and children, yeah, they'll be fighting.
That's all that was left.
Yes.
Mostly, yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there are like a small handful of able-bodied men who served as the guards when they were leaving. But, yeah, that was mostly all.
Or just take Tuck's money and leave this whole area and just go to another part of the world and just,
Oh my god, just destroy everything.
you know, live out our lives.
I mean, we could just go back
Start
to
in
the
a kingdom.
Let's just go back to the Island of Fal. Let's reclaim it.
Yeah.
Kill all those
I think we can
stupid
take 'em
people.
now.
I could make my puppets again.
You can.
An entire town of puppets.
I can make distraction puppets and throw them at people.
Like this, and I pull my string, the brand former.
And your scales kind of recede, you like twirl your blades again.
No, like this, and I pull out the Tarhan like sock puppet. Hello!
Oh,
Oh,
no.
he's back to that.
And I put the brand former away.
Sir,
Yes?
what is this?
Oh, this is Tarhan, my friend. Puppet.
Your friend puppet?
It's a puppet that I made to look like my friend, Captain.
Tuck just kind of like leans over towards her and like not even remotely conspicuously whispers, "He's fucking weird, ma'am. You should be careful around the dwarf."
No,
Yes, thank
I'm
you.
fine. I don't talk to the skulls anymore.
Talk to the skulls,
Hey, Grimdar,
Sir?
let's not. Let's
Sir?
not.
and Edmure just kind of like
you've met Dorg.
looks at Bran. What does this man mean? Talk to the skulls.
He was beaten in front of the entire city. He's fine. Do you not remember the trial?
I mean, we do remember the trial, sir, but madness such as this.
It's not madness. It's simply a coping mechanism.
Wait, I'm gonna look at his eye. I'm gonna look into his eyes. Are they
He's
still
fine.
yellowish?
Yep.
Does he look any different?
No, he doesn't look any different, but you can notice that, like, so consider that the outer rim of the yellow, all right, is around the white of the eye, because it kind of extends into the white of the eye.
Okay.
And then as it comes closer to the center of that yellow, as it comes more towards the pupils, you can see that it's kind of like orange.
Listen,
He's all right for now.
I want to fuck up a Leviathan or I want to fuck up some dwarves. Let's go. Pick and choose.
I think it's got to be dwarves. I mean, we can't walk under the sea
Okay.
or breathe underwater, so that kind of is out. We don't even have a ship. Does your ship even have cannons, Tuck?
it's a merchant ship.
Cannons?
merchant ship.
No,
Right.
no. I
So-
would-
so-
So
no
that
need for-
option's out.
You make
It's
some
gone.
cannons. You can make cannons, right?
I mean, yes, but
No, let's make a fortress.
Oh, we can make marble cannons.
I
Oh,
mean, we'd
pretty.
have to go back and get marble.
Why don't we just build from here and just build a fortress and then just fuck them up?
I think
Fuck everyone up.
I think our only
Y'all
option
just want some fucking bloodshed right
is
now.
we go to Renya or Brome with the elves, or we try to stop the dwarves, the grey dwarves.
Is there a way we can scout out first before we head
Yeah,
there? And
let's
then have,
scout the Underdark.
No,
I'm down
no,
to scout.
Brome. Like so,
Brome.
well, if they're gonna travel people to another area that we don't even know what's going on, we should scout it out first before sending them to their demise again.
But I mean, yes, but I also don't want them. I don't want the Grey Dwarfs to gain any ground. If they even get a little bit of the marble out of Thelihil, if they realize we've gone and that the city is unguarded,
They'll die anyway. Who
They'll
cares?
no, but they'll
I mean,
start
the reason we
taking it.
left the city is because we cannot deal with the Grey Dwarves. Otherwise, we could have stayed.
Well, I mean, it was that and the shadow creatures, but
Well, we got rid of the shadows.
for now, I mean, we don't know. They could be back.
The one person.
I
who
say we get some sort of missive from the Queen for both Renya and Brome,
Okay.
and we head out ahead of them. And I guess they can stay here in Endon. I mean, there's plenty of fish, right?
Yeah,
Lauren?
I mean, each city is only about approximately a day's journey away. So, I mean, you guys could make it to Brome or Renya in a day. Or
Who are the strongest people in this town right now?
in Endon,
Me.
the two elders who are old.
Huh.
You know, they're elders. And then, I mean, there might be other people.
We need to you know what?
Gather up an army.
I'm sorry,
no,
did you
no,
say
no.
Marek? Marek came back, right?
Wait, why don't we set up some?
Oh, there's a friend in town.
Why don't we set up some sort of defense?
I've
for
been
them here?
waiting for like 45 minutes to be like, hey, didn't that dude Merrick come back?
So why don't we build up a defense here? So when we leave, we can at least have some sort of
Safe
defense for
place.
them. For them,
Yes.
and then I don't know. I wish birdmail was the thing.
Marek's probably really buff too. He probably tapped that U-bloom.
Oh yeah, he's probably like
He probably sucked down
looking.
some of the
He's probably
some of
looking
the
like
good
brick
stuff.
by now.
I
Yeah.
have summons in Merrick.
He's definitely a German.
What do you need from me?
I
Get
break
to
the
ship. Oh,
dwarves.
yes. He's a German bodybuilder now. 100%.
with these weapons. Let's go.
Yes.
I fuck these people up.
We should go find Marek.
Are you looking for Merrick?
Yes.
It's Noro. Oh, Merrick and I traveled back together from Thelihil.
How's he doing?
He's quite well. He's been assisting us ever since we've returned, especially with the death of Ilanellis. The triumvirate of shamans doesn't serve as a triumvirate with only 2 members.
Well, he seems like a fitting third.
Yes, we were actually going to be hosting an election between Merrick and one of the other potential elders within the town.
Ooh, me?
No, but I mean, good try, my good man, good try.
We gotta make haste though. The more time we
Yeah,
waste,
we need to make a decision and we need to go now.
let's make a defense here. Let's get some people together who could some able bodies to just keep a defense. I mean, I'm sure there's an armory,
I mean,
armory
there's
here,
plenty
a
of
barracks.
there's plenty of druids here.
Yes, I mean, we would be able to protect ourselves. It would simply be an extreme cost to our safety.
I think you should, instead of taking the whole city and fortifying it, just grab a smaller building that maybe might be more fortified than the others and just fortify that even more, so we don't have to waste more time getting more of a circumference of the city and just put it all together. We can help them do that in a smaller area, then we can leave.
Are you
they're
talking
just,
here?
They're
We
just
live
small
in
houses.
we live in huts mostly, sir.
There's no stronghold. Man, you guys suck.
No, there's nothing here.
No,
dude.
they're just straight up like agrarian, like peaceful
just
hut
farm
living.
They live in the
town.
wild,
Alright.
Yeah.
essentially. My queen, would you be able to write something for Brome and Renya to seek sanctuary for the elves?
Well, we have very limited contact with either nation. We have some and did have more contact with Renya in the past because of a trade with the silver that we procured from Zedilia. We would sometimes also trade marble to Renya in exchange for some of their workers.
So if Renya has marble there, the Grey Dwarves are probably going to attack Renya as well. They probably already have.
They can try.
Bro, my kingdom is underground. Fuck.
Well, that has nothing to do with the Grey Dwarves.
The Grey Dwarves work underground. They could totally do the same thing.
Well, without the marble, they can't do anything to Renya.
We'll find out.
We need to make a choice.
Right now, go.
I think we need to
We-
try to. We
gotta-
need to attack the dwarves
You think we need to fight the dwarves head
before
on?
they get the marble. If they get the marble,
Well, the people here are defenseless. We need to at least see if that Brome will let them in, because we don't even know if we're gonna let them. Are they friends? Are they enemies?
Who?
Brome and
Renya?
yeah, Hoth.
Endon? Oh.
No. Hoth
I'm
was
sorry,
militaristic towards everyone. No,
Yeah.
Brome is the nation that was famed for its financial investments, and Brome was who you had been told previously was the grouping of people who had essentially served by selling the iron and steel that was brought down from the dwarves through Northmoor to Southmoor. Southmoor would sell to Brome. Brome is primarily merchants. Brome is just a bunch of rich, snobby bros.
But that means they're going to want probably coin if they want to house these people here.
Yes.
At least with Renya, there might be a chance that Tuck doesn't have
There
to
might-
front a bill.
And there might be some defenses there. I guess Renya's the
We have to
choice.
go through
then.
Hoth,
I mean,
though.
there's plenty of wizards.
Hoth is gone.
That was gone when we were there, right? But now maybe it's something else. Maybe we haven't been here for a while. We need to scout it out. We need to find something else to do. Like, we need to either take them to safety and then attack the dwarves, or go right to the dwarves and risk their safety.
All right, let's escort them to Renya then and come back quickly.
Escort.
We need to scout out.
I don't think they can go anywhere now. I think we need to go ahead of them.
All right, well
and
then we
see
need
if
to
we
go
can.
to Renya now with a letter pleading for
I can
sanctuary.
forge that.
Well, no, we can get that from the queen.
Oh, that's
Pleading
right.
for sanctuary in Renya. Go talk to them, and if they ask for a price, Tuck, we need a maximum amount that you're able to give, assuming they ask for money, and we'll
Wait.
scout it out, get word, and come back.
Let's make a deal first, though. We don't bring all the money first.
Well, no, of course not. But we need to know how much. We're just acting as messengers. We go talk to them. We get a deal made. We come back. We tell Tuck and
So
the
as-
elves,
but-
and they go and we go to the dwarves.
So to help that, we should bring something, just to show that we do have platinum.
Sure.
Like, hey, look, we have some. You can have this now. We'll come back and get
Sure,
more.
we'll
make a
front
deal
them
with them.
some. Yes, I agree.
But we need to tell everyone now, any of the strongest people we can find, to keep them protected. If anything we can do.
I think the guard and the queen can handle the distribution of
we
information
can-
to the town. We need to go now.
I agree.
Queen, we need that letter.
Okay.
Tuck, we need some cash, and we need to know how much you have.
Oh, well, I don't let people just take... I will go with you.
I don't think
Besides,
that's a
there
good
could
idea.
be gems in Renya. I'll grab my money.
Well, Tuck, but you're the people that are feeding the town.
Well, that was just me cooking. Anyone can cook.
Tuck, you need to stay here.
You need to stay.
And, wean the town off. I kinda whisper.
Oh, well, I thought they could just cold turkey. I've been on
Yeah,
the
and then they'll
dust
go mad and
far
kill each
longer
other.
than they have.
No, I don't think that's a good idea. Tuck, Tuck, let us go without you. We'll be able to move much quicker.
I could spare some platinum.
Okay,
Then
thank
for
you.
you, my
You've
friend.
trusted us before.
Thank you.
Yes, you're right. It's been a few days since I've seen you. I will
Benefit-
gather a bag.
If we do
Sack.
if we do see gems, we'll bring them back for you.
Yes, thank you. The more the better, dear, please.
I'll take what I can get.
Thank you. And if you,
But that'll come for a price, though.
of course. My good Grimdar.
Yes.
Your hands.
What about them?
Ever so shiny, that one is.
Yes, it's a gem. It's not a food gem.
Yes, but, would you exchange that with me for the platinum?
I would not. I need this gem. It's the only way I can attack from a distance.
A distance?
Yes, if we get into a situation where we are not near the enemies, this is literally all I have. Or if there
Tuck,
are
it's a line of
ghosts.
defense, okay? You really think we want to make food out of that? Come on now.
You're going to strip us of our gear? What is this, a
What is it to
shakedown,
you?
Tuck?
What is it to you?
I'm going to...
Oh, it's a beautiful, very rare gem.
Does it have a name?
I've only seen one before.
Does it have a name?
Oh, yes, we have a nickname for it.
What is it called?
Cocaine. No, I'm kidding. Fallidium.
Okay.
Could you spell that?
Yes, Fallidium.
Sorry, F-A-L-L.
Idium.
Listen, it gives this guy a buff.
Fallidium, got
He
it.
needs it, so
I do need it.
I will get you whatever platinum I can spare then, friends.
Thank you, Tuck. We appreciate it.
Grimdar, keep an extra eye on your gloves from now on. Maybe keep your hands in your pockets if you can, if you have pockets. Well, you're not wearing pants right now, so.
No, they're off.
Split
Great.
mail and no pants.
Yeah, my pants are gone. I'll
Okay.
put them back on before we
You
leave.
need to. Is there? You know what? I would, if I were you, construct like maybe a little wire to go over to, just to keep it in place more.
Like a little trapdoor.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Yes. Okay. I'll take my glasses off and make a trapdoor.
There you go. Just
Fine.
anything to. Yeah.
I got a little cage and I embed it into the
Okay.
obsidian.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, Tuck kind of just steps out, and you are left here with Morin, Noro, Venya, and Edmir. I shall prepare a missive for you, but I'm curious as to how my people will be received in Renya.
Well, that's what we're going to scout out and hopefully talk our way through. I don't know anything else that we can do or anywhere else you can go.
Fair. Thank you. I will prepare a missive for you. I would recommend you gather supplies for your journey. You'll be gone for a day or more then.
Do you have an apothecary here? We do need some potions.
Sadly, we do not. We have the Tefesa twins, but I'm not sure whether or not they've been able to brew anything in the last day or so, especially during the journey.
We could talk to them. Yes.
I don't trust them.
They've done nothing wrong to us.
I think Olive's just gonna be fine.
I'm going to go talk to them.
All
then.
right.
Okay, as
Bran?
you turn out towards, as you turn out because there's another person now at the opening of the door. So you can see that there's kind of like a shorter man, like about 5'5", human. He's got kind of like dark, long, scraggly, but like shiny black hair, dark brown eyes, and he's got kind of like a black goatee. He's thin but muscular. Like he doesn't look like he looks like he works the land. He has that traditional farmer's build where he's got slightly larger belly, but he still has some brawn to his arms and shoulders.
He is a farmer.
And he approaches. Excuse me, I needed to speak with Morin this morning, please. And Morin just kind of looks over and he recognizes him. Rotiar, yes, thank you. Come in, please. Come in.
Spell that.
Rotiar?
Yeah.
R-O-T-I-A-R.
Okay.
Yes, come in, Rotiar, thank you. So he just kind of steps in. Excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt anything. Morin, I could speak with you later. It's fine. You seem like you're very busy this morning. And Morin just kind of, yes, please, if you could give us a few more moments. We are just finishing our conversation. And Rotiar just kind of willfully accepts this, and he bows, and he turns back out, and he walks out.
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay outside.
Okay.
You guys can handle this, right?
Yes, we're just
Okay.
waiting for Tuck and waiting on this letter.
I'm just gonna keep following him.
I was going to also say to the queen we should also have a similar letter for Brome just in case Renya rejects.
Yes, of course.
Sanctuary.
I shall prepare 2 letters for you.
Thank
of
you.
course, thank you.
I'm going to go to the Tefesas.
Okay.
I'll go with you.
Okay, Nina, you wait here.
I'll wait here.
All right.
Okay, so you listen into any further conversations that they have. Olive, you step out and you watch as this man, Rotiar, is just kind of walking out towards the center of town. You see him just kind of like greeting and meeting a few different people, shaking their hands and gesturing towards the farmlands and stuff like that. And then you watch as he walks over to this small kind of stable of animals and he just begins stroking a horse.
Which horse is it?
Oh, no, it's not any of your horses,
Okay.
but it's like this
Better not be.
beautiful, like, kind of like auburn colored horse.
Where's my horse compared to, or as
He's at like the northern edge. So Morin's house is on the western edge. He is at the northern side towards where the farmlands are, closer towards the geyser.
I'm just gonna blend in with the civilization and crowds and just kind of.
Sure, so you're walking around just like huddled behind like
keeping
some
him
sacks of grains and vegetables, and you're just watching him. Hey, he's literally just standing here and petting a horse.
I'm gonna go up to him.
Okay.
Is that yours?
Darling, yes, I saw you in Morin's hut. Yes, this is my horse.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yes, thank you. It's been mine for about 10 years now. She's a wonderful old girl.
That's great. Don't know what to say about that. I mean, all right, it's a fucking horse. I don't give a shit. Olive doesn't give a shit. Trying to. All right, well, so have you been here long?
Oh, yes, I've grown up here in Endon. It's a beautiful country. Very happy to have always served the people here.
And wait a minute. What did he do for this? Who was he to everybody? Do we know?
No,
Okay.
brand new.
Oh, okay. I thought we knew him before.
No, you do not know Rotio.
Okay. I haven't seen you around before. We've been here before. What is your relation to the city?
Oh, I'm one of the farmers, but I usually assist when we have to make trades with the other cities. I'm kind of a tradesman, I suppose you could call me, but I mostly just well versed in the politics of the other areas and the surroundings.
Would you like to go on an adventure with us?
Excuse me?
This place is potentially under danger.
Well, yes, I assumed that something was amiss by the presence of so many elves so suddenly.
The fact that the
particularly
queen's here too.
Yes, I was going to say that
Oh,
woman
sorry.
looked very regal.
They're from Thelihil, and I feel like that we need to speak to neighboring kingdoms to see if we can find you guys refuge and keep you guys safe in case of any particular attacks that might happen.
Well, I mean, I could do my best to assist.
With your knowledge, I feel like, and possibly you know the best route to get to each kingdom, correct?
Oh, yes, I've been able to thankfully avoid the beasts on my journey, the wild beasts of the greater plains.
If you would like to come help the city and us, I mean, I will myself pay you as much as I can in my pocket to help you for just helping.
Oh, dear, I don't need coin, but thank you. It is far too kind of an offer of you. If you're here to assist the people of Endon, I would be happy to serve.
One more question.
Yes.
Can you fight?
Fight? Yeah, yes, my dear. I'm a practiced cleric.
Very, very good. Very good. Okay.
Handicaps galore!
We need one of
It
those.
hurts. And I'm just gonna give him a hug.
I love you, man! I fucking love you for so long! We're level 7 and it's been so hard! Using like 30 potions every fight! It's not fair!
Okay, anyway.
Thank you, my dear. And he just kind of like strokes your hair. He just kind of like nicks one of your horns. My dear, are you tiefling?
Yes, I mean, I just show my tail.
Oh, excuse me. I try to keep my eyes directed at a woman's eyes.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, of
appreciate
course.
it. True gentleman.
But, are you then from Zudilia?
What makes you think of that? I could be from anywhere.
My dear, if I'm a well-known traveler and informed of the surrounding areas,
Okay.
I know that there are very few tieflings in our plane.
Yeah, I mean, I'll leave it up to your judgment.
No matter who you are, my dear, I will judge you on your character.
I appreciate that. Thank you. However, I'm going to assist my friends. Is there a place where we can meet up when we're ready? Will you just be here?
You could meet me by the windmill on the north side of town.
Okay.
But I do need to speak with Morin then, and I will sadly have to inform him that if I am going with you on this adventure, as you call it, that sadly I would not be able to serve on the triumvirate. There was going to be a vote today to see whether I, after my decades of service to Endon, would be finally chosen to be on the council. But if it is the safety of Endon that is at risk, I would rather serve in the safety than on a council.
Is there anything I can do to help postpone that?
The selection? I mean, potentially. However, the problem is that we require the 3 voting shamans to be able to make any grand decisions. As of now, if there are only 2 surviving shamans, the vote would potentially be at a stalemate in the city of Endon. If most things around us are in a tumultuous state, it doesn't serve well should Endon not be able to make a quick and spurred decision.
Are there any other candidates for this?
Well, the good man Marek, but he had not been in Endon for 50 years or more now. But he's since returned, and we've heard great stories of his accomplishments in protecting the Great Wood, which we are indebted to him for many years. He would be a fantastic member, I believe, on the Triumvirate. But that would also require him to stay here in Endon to serve.
Okay. Well, if you can, just hang out, and I'll get back to you with what my friends say about bringing you along. I don't want your dreams to be crushed of potentially being part of the council, but I mean also.
Well, if I would want to serve on the triumvirate of a safe nation.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. Well, I will return. Thank you. It was nice meeting you.
Yes, of course, dear.
And also, you have a beautiful horse. Goodbye. And she's just going to
Thank
awkwardly
you.
leave him away.
Thank you, dear. Okay, see? You step back. Nina, while you are in here with Morn and Venya and Noro and Edmir, you can see that they are just discussing the reality of the situation in terms of how dire it is, because also the elves need to be fed. Endon itself is a smaller nation of only about 500 people or so. All of them druids and all of them capable of contributing usually to the agrarian requirements for them to be able to feed themselves and maintain their stability here. But Queen Venya is essentially just dictating that the elves are capable and attuned enough with nature to be able to support and expand the fields, but if they expand the fields outwards, they run the risk of potentially incurring the wrath of the wild roaming animals of the greater plains. So they are considering whether or not they need to form any kind of hunting party if they are expanding outwards.
Okay.
Okay. So you two went to the Tefesa twins, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you approach the Tefesa twins, who are just kind of like both sat gleefully on the edge of a caravan where the horses have been detached, so it's just kind of like the reins are laid down on the ground. The horses have been pulled over towards one of the little corralling areas and are drinking water out of a trough nearby. But you can see that the two Tefesa twins are just kind of like clinking bottles back and forth and very rapidly exchanging them from hand to hand.
Okay. Tefesas.
Yes, yes!
By chance, have you had time to brew any potions of any kind?
Yes, yes.
We're running low.
Yes. Of course.
Could we have some?
Well, I suppose we are indebted to you, my good dwarf. We've been able to craft 8 so far.
That would be great.
But, is usually the amount we're able to craft in a singular day with the supplies of Ubloom that we do have.
Of course.
She kind of like reaches back and she pulls out this small little chest.
Okay.
She's got, the little kind of like beaker holders where it's just the circular openings for the contents. Just offers
Thank
them
you.
immediately to. Thank you, and thank you once again for rescuing us from Thelihil.
Of course, happy to do it. It's our duty. We would never leave you to die.
Sir, could you lean in for me one moment?
I'm gonna do a.
I'm gonna do a.
I'm gonna. She wants to give you a kissy.
Yep, I mean maybe. Oh, that's a 1. Yes. Grimdar.
Sir, have you noticed that there seems to be some issue with your eyes?
I know they're beautiful, aren't they?
Are you getting enough sleep? Are you stressed?
Yes, they are, sir, but when
sorry,
we
you have
met
lip
you
balm.
previously, we don't recall this discoloration.
The what?
Discoloration.
What do you?
Different
I
colors.
like run over to the water.
Different colors,
I look
sir.
down.
Yes.
Oh no. What is this?
Okay, so you hear a voice in your head this time as you just kind of like snap, and
Uh-huh.
your eyes just concentrated on the ground, and you watch as in the like shimmering of the water, you see the face of Dane Firehand appear in the water next to your face, and you see that he just kind of like pulls your face out of the water.
Like Mufasa?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you watch as like you just like in this fucking hallucinogenic style dream just watch as your face gets ripped out by this hand that appears and pulls out of the water and then splashes and is gone. And you watch as the water just kind of like trickles back, and you see your face just kind of like reappear.
I don't have a face.
To face? What do you mean you don't have a face?
I saw in the water. I saw something.
Sir, you might need to have a seat. I don't know if you're well.
Oh, Okay. I sit down on like a rock or something.
Yeah, I mean, you can just sit down on like a little rock right here by the caravan.
Yep.
And the two faces just kind of like rush down and kneel next to you, and each of them are like holding open one of your eyes.
Great.
As you're just like, huh?
Is it bad?
Yes, sir. This is not something that we've ever seen.
Am I dead?
No, we know that you were, but this is some kind of, we fear, connection that has forged itself and attached it to your soul.
Oh.
Yes, they call it
Good.
in the lore that we have studied through our parents. They called it damnation.
That doesn't sound.
That doesn't sound good.
To faces, what does that mean?
How do I stop it?
It means that whatever force killed him when it drained him of his soul, when he was returned to his mortal body, the soul returned sundered, split. I don't know if your friend has all of his soul back in his body.
Oh no.
Will I ever be able to play jazz again?
And they look at your gloves. No.
Oh.
You would break the piano. Grimdar.
I am missing my soul.
Fuck you, Billy Joel.
Grimdar's got half a soul.
What does that mean?
Shit's about to get fun with you, sir.
Did they say that? No. My God.
Shit's gonna get fun, fucker.
He hallucinates it.
No, we fear that should your soul be split in twine, the portion of your soul that still exists, wherever it was damned to, could still be at risk, or you could still have visions, or...
Oh, I've got enough of problems. I don't need more visions.
Yes, whatever your soul experiences on the other side, you
Oh,
you might
God.
also be subjected to experience.
Oh, God.
It's almost like we were supposed to kill the Nightwalker.
What?
Or just run.
What do I do?
You must retrieve your
Oh,
soul.
well, that's how?
How now, Brown?
There was a Nightwalker that took it.
It was a big, shadowy monster.
Yes, the Nightwalkers.
The
We've
shadow of a colossus.
yep. The Nightwalkers are one of the greatest beasts that roamed Shadowfell. And we don't know, sir. The only recommendation that we could make is that you find your lost soul.
Oh, good. I don't. Oh, no. Oh, I'm gonna have to start talking to Dorg again.
So you know, sir, the longer that your soul stays split from you.
Of course. Go on.
Just cutting off the faces. All right, well then I guess we won't tell you.
No, go ahead. Go.
The longer that your soul remains sundered from you, sir, the worse your body here will suffer the effects.
Oh, good. Okay.
Have you been having visions like these often?
Oh, yeah.
And have you been hearing voices?
Mm-hmm.
What have these voices said to you, sir?
I don't remember.
Do you remember who the voices were?
I don't remember what's real and what isn't anymore.
Oh.
That seemed real, but clearly not. I have a face, so...
Yes.
I mean, I heard the voice of Radgar, but I think that was actually Radgar.
Yes, it might have been, because Radgar is not dead. It's curious that you should have heard a voice of the living.
I don't know if I heard any other voices.
That good
Feel
dwarf
like
memory.
I did, but I don't remember.
You heard Adonaides' voice.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's right.
I heard the Demon Man.
The Demon Man?
Yeah, it was Adonaides.
You heard the voice of one of the Archdukes of Hell?
Yes.
Oh. Well, sir, that must mean that your soul
Oh, I did
was...
write that, actually.
Your
I just didn't read it.
Your soul was not damned to the Shadowfell, then, sir. You were damned to hell.
Grimdar, that means you're a bad person, Grimdar.
I mean, I did kill a lot of people, but I tried to be good.
One of us.
I don't know. Oh boy,
It's not so bad.
Bran, I think I'm doomed.
No, damned.
Oh, I think I'm
Damned. Yes, they said damned.
I'm
mean,
damned.
this kind of works out, right? We said we were going to visit hell anyway, remember?
I guess. Yeah. Now we gotta go there.
Take
Just-
you home, Grimdar.
Oh, I don't want to go. That's not home.
Take me home, country road.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
ho.
Let the montage to hell.
Yeah, I'm just in a caravan.
The fiery 4 horses.
There we go.
That's
Maybe
The
it was
forest of the
destined.
apocalypse.
My horse is not fiery.
Doesn't matter.
Mine
He's
should be.
freckled.
Mine will be just
well-
like, oh.
Do you have anything that can just stave off the effects or something? Anything? Please
Pray to
help
the
me.
demon lord.
Please.
To stave off the sundering
So
of
I
your
don't
soul.
go insane.
Too late for
More
that.
than I am.
I mean, sir, there's not a simple solution for this. The spells of restoration do not restore fragmented souls.
Oh.
Had you lost a limb, sir, we could work tirelessly to be able to practice and prepare this spell to bring back a limb for you. We are doing so for Michaela as we speak, but a sundered soul.
Oh. Okay. Well, we gotta get a fucking move on, Bran. We
Oh,
gotta
wait.
go.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not even there. Never mind.
We gotta go.
Sir,
We got
Hopefully
a lot of-
Michaela's all right.
We got a lot of stuff that we gotta do. If I gotta go get my soul back, and we gotta stop the dwarves, and we gotta go to Renya. We really gotta go.
Leviathan.
And there's a monster in the sea. We gotta go.
Avoid the sea at all costs. See ya, and we just run.
I start running away.
find an angel.
Oh, that's hard enough. Thank you.
I mean, you're with one.
I mean, you're with
Go
two.
with more demon, but
if this was Tuesday, they'd be everywhere. And I'd be a bard.
you can sing your soul back.
Yeah.
Toot, please come back.
You can play some jazz and get your soul.
Fuck you, Billy Joel, part 2.
Okay.
Where are you two running back towards?
Back to where.
Towards the hut?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Olive, were you also heading back that general direction as well?
I hand
Okay.
you 2 of the potions.
Okay, so yeah, the two of you run into Olive as she's walking back from one of the northern street, essentially.
My soul has been split in half.
Good news, bad news. Kind of equal out, right?
Evens out. All right, fuck it. We're
And
fucked.
worse news, it's with Grandpappy. It's
You have a grandfather?
No, yours.
I feel like that's better news than it being in the
It's
Shadowlands.
it's in hell. My soul is in hell. Half of my soul is in hell.
At least we can see down there, right?
I mean, I'm basically from hell in a way, so I mean.
Well, we need to go there because I need to get my soul back, or I'm
she's
going
just
to
gonna
die.
give it back to you, like, hey.
I don't know, but I need it, or I'm gonna die again.
What's the time frame?
Really unclear.
Can we at least save 3 different storylines right now?
I don't know. What kind of potions were they, by the way?
The 8d4 plus 4.
Oh, okay.
They're jacked.
Okay. Here's 2 potions.
Oh, thanks. We also have a cleric, so that's
Well,
cool.
we have extras of these as well.
In case, well, when he eventually dies,
Yes.
we'll have these.
Rogue TR just kind of answered that.
When
What?
we, when
oh,
we
yeah.
inevitably,
What are all the items that you possess right now, Grimdar?
Oh, I got a lot of shit. When we
was
we
8d4?
inevitably
8d4 plus
Kill this
4.
cleric.
Or
By the
8d4
way-
plus 8, sorry.
When we need to go to the Underdark, I do have those spider limbs still.
Oh, you do. That's true. We can strap them on your back.
We could pretend to be spiders.
Yes.
pumping it.
I still have
You were the puppet
I still have 10 of them.
I am from Wolf City.
Exactly. Right? That would work.
I'm here to help you all. I'll tie the spider legs to a stick and throw it in as a distraction, and they'll think it's a spider that's
Yeah.
been injured, and they'll go check
You
on
can
it.
see him just like.
And then we can, I'll drag. I'll use it like a fishing lure, and I'll drag it back.
Hey, did
I'll
you
reel
guys
them in.
forget something? You know not everybody who works for Lolth is a spider person, right?
I mean,
Yeah, but we have the legs. We might as well. I mean, what else are we gonna do with
fuck
them?
you, Grimdar, I'm out.
All right, we're gonna go.
Just watch, like, web appear out from Olive's head.
All right, we're gonna go in the hut.
Okay, so yes, you go inside of the hut.
Yep. I hand Nina 2 of the potions.
Oh, thanks, Grimdar.
You're welcome.
My queen, do you have the missives?
Yes.
Die.
You'll be fine, I think.
Please.
What do you mean?
What are you drawing? I can only imagine.
My soul's been split in 2, and half of it's in hell, without an ides.
We're going hell.
I don't think you should really say that out loud.
That's why I'm whispering and
Okay.
covering my mouth.
Does
You're not
does
really
Edmure
whispering.
hear this?
You're whispering like an Italian.
I know, but if I whisper any quieter, the microphone's not going to pick it up, so I'm fake whispering.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Letters from Queen Venya.
Can we read the handwriting? Probably not.
Let my people in.
It doesn't really just say this.
No, it says more.
Okay, good. So I've got 2 of them.
Yep. Got 2 missives from Queen Venya.
Whoop.
Yes, safe journey, friends. Whichever city you find is more hospitable for my people, we will send them there for sanctuary.
We will be going to Renya then first.
Whatever it is, we got to be quick.
Well,
All right.
our new friend knows the quickest route there.
Hello.
Oh, he's not here.
Oh.
He's not here yet.
I thought he was talking to... Didn't he say something earlier?
We have to meet him.
He
at the,
did, but he left. That
Okay.
was, yeah.
We have to meet him at the windmill in the north.
Okay.
And then we say hi.
Okay.
What we need, we also need to grab our. Is that where our horses are? To the north.
East.
East. Oh.
Let's get the horses and let's get moving.
Yeah.
Mine should be outside. I've been riding around
Yep.
the whole time.
Okay, so you hop back on your horse. You guys head east. Quick
Yep.
play. Grab your horses. Up to the windmill.
Yep.
Quite like that.
Great.
Yes, but you can see that Rotiar is just kind of sat here and he's smoking like a little corncob style pipe.
Amazing.
With a button nose.
Is ours eyes made of coal?
Is he carrying any peanuts?
Is he melting in the sun?
No, he's just smoking and blowing like little animal figures in the smoke. You can see like a little horse.
I do the same. I do the same thing, but it's like little devils.
Just hops on his horse.
Little devils.
Welcome back, darling. How are you?
I'm good. These are my friends.
Hi. See, now you say hi.
Good.
Hello.
Good to meet all of you. Phone dwarf. Good to meet all of you.
Sorry, this is important.
Hello, everyone.
He's in a meeting.
Grimdar's got a meeting with his soul.
Oh,
he's hallucinating.
Hey,
Don't
Soul,
worry
are
about it.
you
He's, like,
okay
he's
in
texting
there?
the soul. Hey, soul, how you doing? It's pretty shitty down here. Yeah, we're coming for you. Don't worry.
Everything hurts. Please help.
ETA, 30 years.
It's very kind to meet you all. My name is Rotiar.
Hello,
Rotiar.
Rotiar.
Yes.
I'm Grimdar.
Nice to meet you and my other dear.
I'm
Your
Nina.
name? Nina.
Hi.
Pleased to meet you. And your name, sir?
Bran.
Bran. Very well. The young tiefling girl did inform me that you needed assistance with contacts in the other surrounding nations. You are attempting to continue the exodus of the elves.
Yes, we need to get to Renya, and if that doesn't work out, then Brome. We have 2 missives from the Queen of Thelihil.
Yes, of course. Things in Renya have, I shall say, stabilized. There was a bit of a turmoil a few months ago with some treacherous people having been caught, but they were sentenced to death, and the stability of the magician's ministry seemed to have returned to order. But I've not been to Renya in about 4 or 5 months now, since my last trades.
Well, that's either very good or very bad.
Probably very good.
Well-
my contacts were still safe and secure within the city, so I feel that we'll be successful in meeting with them, and they could give us the information that we hopefully require in the safety of the city.
Of course, we would like to get moving as quickly as possible. We have some other things that we need to take care of when we
Can I
get
see
back.
what he looks like? I didn't actually do a check of what he looks like.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I had said it when he came into
okay.
the hut. He's
Oh.
like 5'5". He's got kind of like longer,
Oh, that's what you did say that.
scraggly, like shiny, sleek black hair where it's like,
Is
you
he
know,
human?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's got the good. He's the one with the good.
Yeah, he's got the black goatee where it's kind of like short, scraggly-ish.
Okay.
But yeah, he's the one with like the farmer's build where he's got like the little bit of brawn.
Okay.
Well, the only concern I have, friends, is it is a day's journey, and we will be leaving, and we will be out in the middle of the wild overnight. Usually, when I have made this journey on my own, I have simply transformed into a different shape. I've been given the ability to transform by practice here with the other druids. I'm multi-classing.
I mean, could we somehow be transformed temporarily?
I fear that I don't know the magic to transform others.
Ooh, I want to be a wolf.
Baoo.
So would it be wise if we head to Hoth first, stay there the night, and then move to Renya?
Oh, there's nothing
To
there.
make camp in the ashes?
Yeah, like just like to make it look like there's no one there.
We just bathe ourselves in ash and then lay down like.
I mean, you could do you. I was just gonna sleep in like a little foxhole.
I think we should
Just Olive in Vietnam. He's like a little metal helmet, like a little
His
musket.
face got one too. He's like, yeah, let's go get him. Even my little plushy thing is in there has it too.
You're launching mortars out of the hole.
Eldritch Blast!
I've got a cigar coming out of my mouth, really rough.
Just like a fucking Hell's Angel dashing. Literally Hell's Angel.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, that's fucking perfect.
Uh huh.
I don't think we should stop. I think we should go throughout the night.
I think we need to move quickly. I
Agreed.
don't want to die.
Neither do I.
All right.
And you still owe me. You can't die. No dying.
Okay.
Let's go.
You want to travel without stopping, then?
That's gonna really hurt us.
Who wants to travel without stopping? Raise your hand. Who wants to travel with stopping? Raise your hand.
I mean, you know the journey better. If you say we should stop, we'll stop. I just.
We could make it without stopping. Usually the wildebeest are more active in the evening time, but
I'll smash the shit out of them. We just.
I mean,
need to
even if
go.
we sleep though, they'll attack us in our sleep.
Yeah,
So I guess we're gonna.
Yeah, we gotta
count
just.
it.
We gotta just go. I'll hit him. I'll fucking beat him.
I mean, you know what? Actually,
But-
I know fireball. I'll just put the whole place on fire. So it's
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just burn shit.
Yeah,
it's fine.
You can
That's
do it too,
fine.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
fuck
can-
yeah.
yeah,
Let's
fuck
do
it.
it. Let's fucking do it.
Let's go.
we
We can have meat witches.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's fuck them up.
Oh.
Thank you.
I
Could
was
eat
like, wait, was
wildebeest.
this made out of a meat?
Yeah,
And
yes.
then I understood.
Yeah, it's just meat.
I do love beef.
Not a witch made out of meat. No.
He just goes over and he grabs his horse, and you guys begin heading out from the north side of Endon into the Great Plains between Endon and Renya.
On our horses, we.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, you guys are just kind of like staying at a steady, fair pace of travel, because you don't want to exhaust your horses. As you're going through, you can see that there are the massive antelope that are just kind of straggling around in herds in small, like little watering holes
Should
throughout.
maybe harvest some of them for food. Let's kill a few. I'm gonna hop off.
I mean, we have plenty of crappy rations from Grimdar's
Why
hut
have crappy rations when we have delicious antelope?
because we're in a rush.
I
Antelope?
mean, I won't kill animals.
Oh, I'll
You
just be
guys
like,
can kill animals.
Go ahead. All right, fine. I'll find more then. Fuck it.
Okay. So yeah, you're continuing through, and you can see that there's another grouping of large wildebeest-style buffalo that are just casually eating the grass.
And Olive's just like,
Fucking hungry.
Yeah, they do look good. You never eat. It's your own fault.
I just really want.
Episode 30, never had a meal.
I mean,
I
you
had
guys
one.
can-
I had porridge once.
Yeah, it was squeezed into
fiasco.
your mouth.
All right. Well, let's see. Mr. Grimdar. All right. So as you guys are on your horsebacks, Grimdar, your hands just kind of like slide off your reins, and you make an acrobatics check.
That would just be plus. Oh, acrobatics. 20 with bonus.
20 with bonus? Okay,
Yep.
so yeah. You snap, and you flash, and you have not like a vision, you just hear a voice kind of like whispering in your ear where you don't remotely know where it's coming from. Grimdar!
Viv?
No, that's not. No. Wait, where are we right now?
You don't hear that?
Oh, I don't hear it.
No,
No,
it's
it's
in my
just
head.
him.
Well,
Just
I
in
heard
his
you say
head.
Viv though, right?
Well, if I'm zonked out, then I probably just said it in my head.
Oh, okay.
Grimdar!
Viv?
Grimdar, how are you?
Not great, as per usual.
Oh, what do you mean? Have you been drinking the ale again, Grimdar?
No, I died and then came
You
back.
too?
Yes, but my don't.
Death's not bad, right, Grimdar?
Are you actually dead? Or I still don't know what's real and what isn't.
What do you mean?
I'm having visions, illusions in my head, talking to
Oh,
people.
Grimdar, you're seeing the shit again. Probably too much ale, of course, Grimdar, as usual. Poison in the ale.
I mean, we haven't been on Fall for some time.
Oh, yes, the island. That shit place sucked. We tried to make a good city, but, you know, can't really do it because Grimdar's here.
I'm sorry, Viv. What do you want from me?
Oh, from you? I don't know, Grimdar. What are you up to?
I mean, we're trying to get the elves to safety. I'm trying to recover half of my soul.
Half of your soul? Grimdar, what have you been doing?
Half of my soul is in hell, apparently, with Adonides, and
Adonides is still around? You didn't fucking kill him?
we've been
that's right. I tackled that motherfucker into the door. That's okay. You didn't kill him. I did.
You killed Adonides?
No, I'm just kidding, Grimdar. You're so fucking gullible. Gullible Grimdar!
Did he kill you?
Oh, no, Viv's not dead.
You just said you were dead.
Ah, yeah, Viv died, but Viv not dead.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
What do I do?
For your soul?
Yes, I need help.
Oh, you just pray, Grimdar. Did they not tell you to pray?
No, nobody said anything about
Try
prayer.
praying, Grimdar. You just ask for soul back, and maybe soul come back.
That seems highly unlikely, Viv.
Okay, fuck you then,
No,
Grimdar.
I'll
If you
try it.
don't
I'm
want
sorry,
to try
Viv. I'm
what
sorry.
Viv has to say.
Do you want me to try it
Why
right now?
bother?
Viv, I'm sorry. Do you want me to
helping?
try it now?
When the fuck did you want your
I
soul back,
don't know.
Grimdar? Did
When
you want to wait till tomorrow to get soul back?
Okay,
It's
okay.
fine. Just go another
okay.
day, damned.
What do I say?
It's not my fucking prayer, Grimdar. Pray to Viv. You know, maybe Viv give blessing.
Viv, please help me to return my soul.
No. You don't need it. You're still fine. You're Grimdar.
I need my soul back, Viv.
Yeah, but why? You're still Grimdar.
My soul's been split. I'm going to die.
You're going to die?
Apparently, my soul is splintered.
Oh, splintered? Was it rubbed on wood?
No, it's just a word choice.
Oh, word choice. Viv gets it. Okay, good joke, Grimdar. Word choice. That is how Viv likes to play too, Grimdar. With
Yes.
dead but not dead.
What do I do? I tried praying and you laughed at me.
Oh, yes, because it was very funny, Grimdar.
Oh.
Not the best prayer Viv's heard today.
Oh, okay.
Maybe pray a little better, Grimdar.
Okay, please, whoever's out there listening,
It's me.
please, I 100%, I know. Please help me to return my soul so that way I can continue to help my friends.
Grimdar, you don't have friends.
Oh,
I'm just kidding, Grimdar. You know I loved you most, except for, you know, my daughter and shit like that. But you were pretty good.
thank you.
You know, dumb dwarf, but
Yes.
tried your best, I guess you could say. How is the daughter of mine? Is she okay?
She is well, yes.
And the tiny Bran tummy?
He's good.
And the pretty, you know, kind of weird looking one, but she pretty in her own way.
She's very good.
Angel up.
You know,
They're-
she
they're
blows
all-
shit up better than blow people like, you know, Viv used to, but still blow people up.
They're all doing well, Viv.
Oh, that's great. But you are damned, Grimdar?
Apparently, I was told to find an angel, and if you say that you are dead but not dead,
Yes, that is me, Grimdar.
So-
Angel.
I've tried twice now, and you've laughed at me 2 times.
Third time's the charm,
Oh.
Grimdar.
Do you have any tips? Is there something different I can do or say?
Grimdar, why am I going to tell you how to pray to me?
I don't know.
Grimdar, there's other people to pray to.
I said anybody out there.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they hear. You have to call them by name.
I don't know who else to ask.
What fucking island were we on, Grimdar?
okay, I can try that.
You know, God of gods and everything like that. No, let's not ask that fucking guy. Who's that? What could he do?
Fall, please, if you are out there, please help.
He doesn't listen to prayer. I'm just fucking kidding, Grimdar.
Are we done?
Did you want to be done, Grimdar?
I mean, I would like my soul back, but if I can't have it, then I guess so.
Goodbye, Grimdar.
Okay.
Just kidding, Grimdar. Did you not make a door?
A what?
A door.
What do you mean a door?
A door.
Dorg.
No, not a door. A door. You could come visit Viv.
I mean, I didn't choose to do this.
No, you need to make a door to visit Viv.
I don't know what that means, Viv.
We were learning about it earlier.
Don't your people have the ability to make doors?
I'm like a
You
wooden,
could make a
like
door.
a wooden door.
No, Grimdar, like magic door. Fucking
I'm-
wooden door, just up heaven. Okay, here we are. We're home now.
I'm not magical.
Yes, you are, Grimdar. You're magic to me.
Oh, well, thank you, Viv. I don't know that really
Piece of shit fucking dwarf.
applies, but okay. Oh, okay. Can I wake up now if we're done?
Wake up, Grimdar. You're not asleep. You're on a horse.
Okay, but
Yeah, you guys literally just like... Do you? Okay, yeah, you snap out of it.
The fuck is up with you?
I don't want to talk about it.
Grimdar, what happened? You have to tell us.
I saw Viv.
You
saw
saw Viv?
Mm-hmm.
What did she say?
She said she's dead, but not dead.
What
She's
does
apparently
that
an
mean?
angel, and she told me to pray for my soul, and then she laughed at me.
My mom's an angel.
3
And
times.
she still has her humor.
And I still don't have a soul.
It's fine.
Did
my
you try
mom's
praying?
alive.
I tried praying multiple times. I feel like we wasted 5 minutes.
I feel like you didn't do good enough then.
I mean, I tried.
Try now. You were sitting like this. You weren't praying.
I mean, I
Yes,
was made
try
fun
now.
of so many times. I kind
Maybe
of
you
don't
should
want to.
try kneeling
Do it again.
and pray. Getting
I
off
just
your
hear-
horse.
I'm just gonna hear Viv again. Okay. I'll stop the horse.
Okay, yeah.
We all
Just
turn
jump
around
down.
so we don't look at you.
I'm definitely looking at him.
Viv or Fall, if you are out there, please help me get my soul back.
Okay. Nina, you are in range of hearing this, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So the two of you who are right next to Nina, you watch as Nina just kind of like begins to illuminate in like a thin, pale white light around her arms and head.
You good?
What do you mean?
Good.
What do you mean am I good?
You're glowing.
Holy shit, I'm growing!
There to go! Do Mama's bidding!
Do I hear that?
Yeah.
Viv?
In your head.
Mom?
She doesn't respond.
What do I do?
Remember your class abilities is all I can say to you. Or your racial abilities.
I have wings
Mm-hmm.
to fear people.
Maybe just
Oh, I spread my wings.
You watch as beautiful white wings spread out from the back of Nina. And as they do, they just flutter over and encase Grimdar. Yeah, you feel your soul return.
What the fuck was that?
You're fucking welcome, piece of shit dwarf! You all be in heaven when you get here.
Does Grimdar just hear that?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Thank you, Viv.
Yeah, you say that aloud to everyone?
Yeah.
she did it, not Viv.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank me, bitch!
Very clearly, Nina.
Oh, thank you as well. I mean, I think Viv still had something to do with it.
So
Those weren't the wings. Didn't look
your
like
wings
that before.
kind of like return back to you, and as they just return to their normal side, you watch as the feathers fall. All the white feathers fall off, and as the last feathers are remaining, you watch as the skeletal bony outline just you watch from the base down to the tip. The feathers return to their traditional black.
I like my wings anyway.
Are my eyes back to normal?
And I'm
Nah,
looking
it's
at
still
his
ugly.
eyes.
Yes, your eyes are back.
Oh,
Today's episode just could have been called Bully Grimdar.
Yeah, your eyes look great. They're not yellow or orange anymore.
Oh, thank God.
So now you owe me, you owe Viv, and you owe
thanks,
Nina.
Viv.
You gotta get
Thanks,
something on
Nina.
him. So he can owe everybody.
Oh.
I'll think of
You
something.
can just have this dwarf walking around with us as a servant.
Build me a new kingdom, bitch.
You owe me gems. I don't know how you're gonna repay Nina.
I
and
don't
Viv.
know. I get back on my horse.
Excuse me, friends. What was that magic?
Oh, we don't know. Get on my horse.
Yeah, we have no idea.
It was Mr. Pepperbottom. And I tapped his butt and get on.
Is it dark out?
I mean, yeah, it's like
Okay,
later
cool.
on into the evening.
My horse Vega has still has sunglasses on, like the Blues Brothers.
Fucking too bright still.
Yeah. He's never taken those aviators off.
That's
He's got
fine.
aviators?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did he get them?
He was born with them. Yeah.
Baby
100%.
I knew we should have. I knew we
100%.
should have.
Mom, your
Check
womb was
sun-
too bright. God.
Checked the city for Sunglass Hut. Damn it!
Should have. Sunglass man.
I wanted one.
You look better though, my good sir dwarf.
I feel better.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for helping your friend, I guess. We must make haste to Renya.
Yes, we need to go.
Okay. So everyone continues the journey towards Renya. You're welcome for your fucking soul back.
You say these things every time. I'm sorry. Thanks for giving me my soul back after you took it from me.
All right, so you guys approach the city of Renya. It's late at night. Okay, so it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. You can see that there is not really much of a moon out. It's kind of like a quarter crescent moon in the sky.
Any other stars? Certain like ones that I'm looking for bright at all, like the Infernal Star or anything like that.
Roll for history.
No, I mean.
Did we ever
7.
get the coin from Tug?
Fuck.
Well, guess we're just going on the missives. Ooh, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, guys, we're fucked. Well, that is only important for Brome, probably. Anyway, what's in the sky?
How far are we?
You just
We're
traveled
not
a
going
day.
right back.
Oh, God.
We're doing it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Oh, no.
No, so you just look up and you see just kind of like vague star patterns, but nothing really stands out to you. Okay. So yeah, you can see that the city of Renya, from the outside looking in, you can see that there are stone walls, and there's like a large kind of gate, and it doesn't have a moat out front or anything like that, so it's not super fancy castle-like shit. This is more of a well-constructed city, similar to Thelihil, in that it has a defensive fortification around it, mostly because they are always afraid of people coming in to try to purloin their magical secrets. But you can see that there are just kind of like 2 ramparts right by the base of the front gate, extending up like ramparts. But yeah, the door is pulled up.
Do we just go in?
Can I history check, I guess?
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, you can remember that the physical door itself for Renya is not really the door that protects Renya. There is a magical door. An invisible door.
Even if we're not really able to get in because there's a magical door protecting it, but if there are any guards awake, I guess. I mean, there should be.
I look up. Hello?
Who is out there?
It's Grimdar.
Who is Grimdar?
I'm Grimdar.
What do you want here, Grimdar?
We need to speak with the town leaders.
Why don't we have our
We
friend
need
help?
to speak with the magician's ministry.
On what business?
Business of Thelihil.
And what does Thelihil need now?
Tell all the guards everything.
That's none of your business.
Well, then no entry to Renya will you be granted.
Not even to a Nilo?
To a Nilo?
Yes.
No, the Nilos have gone from this city, cast out and scorned.
Cast out?
Yes.
That's a good thing that we don't have any of those Nilos then.
You don't have a Nilo?
No.
Roll for deception. 14 for me.
How would you know we would have a Nilo here? We're just asking.
Why would you bring up the name of a Nilo? Should there
Because-
not be one in your party?
Because I've heard that the Nilos lived here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, guys? We knew that. And I am part of a very informative team of people that know this to be true. We were testing you.
You do not test guards in Renya. Guards.
What if you're a Nilo and you just don't want anyone else here?
You're trying to convince this
I
man
am deceiving you, my friend.
of his own family history? What if you're a Nilo?
Roll it. Roll it.
Roll it! You can roll deception.
We
but,
don't
like,
have any Nilos here, and what would you make us think that we did? We just asked a random question.
You brought up the names of Nilos.
Yes, and Zedilias and other names that I've heard of before.
Tactics of distraction do not work on the guards of Renya.
That's great. We still have business with the Magician's Ministry.
What is this business?
Of Thelihil. I have a missive from the Queen.
Of Queen Venya.
Yes.
And what does this missive say?
That's not for you to know.
It will be reported to the ministry immediately.
It's urgent. That's all you need to know.
Roll for... just fucking make a flat roll, honestly. I'll make this very straightforward.
Oh, jeez. 10?
10. Mm-mm. The ministry is in control of the guards. Information relayed to the guards will be relayed to the ministry. This is how we deal with outsiders attempting to enter.
Then I demand to speak to somebody higher up than you because you're obviously not getting what I need. I want to speak to your manager.
I am in the ministry, child.
Prove it.
Prove it how?
You're in the ministry and you're in the night guard? I just laugh at him.
I laugh too.
We must be
Wow.
new.
And you watch as the wooden door of Renya just snaps closed.
You could be spiteful if you want, but you're on the shit shift.
Do we hang up and try again?
No.
It's a different
It is
name.
urgent
Get a
because
different person. Yeah.
I guess I'll have to tell him. It's urgent because the city of Thelihil has fallen.
He'll respond. Fallen to what?
Demons.
Demons.
Shadow demons.
Shadow demons.
The Shadowlands. The Shadowfell.
Should we give him a TLDR?
How did monsters of the Shadow Realm enter our plane? They are bound to the Shadowfell.
There was a door, a bridge made.
Yeah, by
A dorm bridge?
by a
door
barky
bridge.
Oh,
bitch.
door.
A hag bitch.
A hag bitch
Yes.
made a bridge, and the shadow creatures destroyed Thelihil.
Yes.
Yes.
Very well, I will convene with the council.
Come back soon.
Can we come in?
No, your story must be verified.
It's verified with the seal of the Queen.
Throw it into the air.
Like you just don't care.
Hang on, can I take a look at that real quick? I was gonna study it really quick.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna. You didn't label them, so I'm assuming this is
you
the
just
right
throw
one.
the one for Renya in the air, and you watch as a gust of wind immediately pulls it up into the rampart. It will be delivered.
Great. What should we do?
You will wait outside as required of Renya
For how long?
until deliberations have concluded.
Is there a bench we could sit on?
Wait, I want to take a look. Oh.
How long do they usually take?
For deliberations
Yes.
of matters of great importance,
Yes.
12 hours.
We don't have that much time.
Well, that is how Renya operates.
Oh God, the bureaucracy.
I mean, yeah, you guys, as you're like looking up at the ramparts, you can see that what's speaking to you is a fucking statue.
Oh.
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 Yes, it's not a man standing here, it is a statue, and you can see that only the eyes and the mouth are illuminated and moving.
Great.
What are you made of?
Stone and marble.
Ooh, fancy.
Would you like me to clean you up, polish you a little bit?
Would you like a good polish if you let us in? Is He's got really nice dwarf hands. He can really polish.
I do. I can clean you up.
You are a dwarf?
I am.
From where?
Candarim.
And why would a dwarf from Candarim be here seeking our guidance in Renya at 4 in the morning?
We're trying to help the elves. It is of grave importance, and we need to speak to the council at once, so that way we can try to make a deal. The fate of Thelihil lies in the balance.
There are 13 members currently of the ministry. Each of them must represent their best interest for their perspective of the defense of Renya. We do not let outsiders in on simple pieces of paper.
That's fine. Just my offering of polishing and cleaning still stands. It's unrelated to this.
Very well. You may polish the statue, and you watch as this magical rope just appears down from one of the ramparts and just hangs right down at the bottom.
All right, I hold the rope. See ya.
And the rope just sucks Grimdar right up, and you land right at the circular rampart, and there is just a statue here, one hand holding a book, the other hand out with like a small crystalline orb looking over the gates of Renya.
Okay, let's pull out a rag and start cleaning them off.
And I just basically, when you guys were doing that, Ala was doing something, and I just sleight of hand, just hand it to you, just in case if they decide to destroy it.
Roll for sleight of hand. I roll for perception. 2, so you win if you don't roll a 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, doesn't notice. Sing us a song.
Me?
Yes.
Why?
Anyone who polishes the statues must sing to entertain as they do it.
What's that SpongeBob song where he's like cleaning? It's like.
Do I hear the statue say this?
Yes.
Try your song from when you sang back in the on the ship.
I don't remember that song. Stone Man.
It is beautiful, dwarf. Continue.
Oh, Stone Man.
That's what they call me at
With
home.
your stone hands.
I was just like, what the fuck is this?
I might be in love, dwarf.
I don't know.
Things are gonna get rocky up there. Oh, jeez. I put my sunglasses on.
I do it to you, and then I do it to your horse.
Okay, and then Rotiar just kind of looks at you. Excuse me, friends. I simply could have spoken with the gods on
That's
your
what I said at first.
on your behalf.
Oh, thanks for interjecting.
It is not my place when it is your adventure.
I was
It's not my place when you, the leaders of this party.
You could have just said so. You never said so.
I was trying to, and I was
arguing. I was arguing with the statue, and you didn't.
How about now? Can you do it now?
I mean, yes, they do know who I am.
They're making a fool out of Grimdar. As much as I'd like to watch that.
Man.
You don't have to wear that dress tonight.
And the stone man disrobes. And you watch as this, like, statue of David-esque form, just like the robes fall off, and the beautiful, like, muscular form down, and you're just polishing the inner thigh.
Stone Man.
Just here's that on his fucking head.
Excuse me, councilman, it is I, Rotiar. Might I ask your name, friend, so this way I may better speak and converse with you. It is I, Magul. Ah, yes, Magul the Grand. Yes, of course, my friend. I'm here on behalf of Endon as well as Thelihil. This matter is of grave importance and concerns safety of not only the elves of Thelihil, however important as that may be, to me and to my party that I represent. The people of Endon are also in danger, and we need guidance. We need guidance. Very well. The dwarf may finish his business.
Check to see if he's rock solid. Oh, God.
I mean, that's a 7.
7 feet.
Oh.
Cracking into the stone of the rampart. Stone Man!
I'm gonna. I'm done.
Good scrubbing, Grimdar.
Thank you, Mr. Dwarf. And you watch as the robes return, but they're just kind of like bloop down. In a very obvious erect state. You may return to your friends. And
Thank
you watch
you. I
as the rope.
jump off the wall.
My God!
Oh my God, dude!
How high is it?
You're dead.
Wait, what? How high is it?
I mean, it's like 100
Oh, never
feet.
mind. Sorry, I didn't know it was 100. 100 feet.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
well
no, I'm not
protected.
jumping off the wall. I didn't think it was 100 feet.
Stone man.
Okay.
I gotta go.
All right, I'll take the rope back down.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Just
did
gotta
not
soul
know it was.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know it was 100 feet.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's fucking huge. These are the ramparts that serve as the, like, enormous watchtowers for them out
Okay,
over
sure.
the Great Plains.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, you slide back down, and you watch as the wooden doors open, and then you watch as this kind of, like, haze-esque shift departs in the center area of the gate to Renya.
Where should we go, Mr. Stone Man?
You may approach the Temple of the Ministry.
Okay.
It is at the back of town. Do not bother anyone. It is late, and the hour is not appropriate for you to speak with the people in the streets.
Out of spite, I just want to say shit now.
I mean, it's early, but okay.
I mean, if they're in the
Semantics.
streets, that means they're up and they're out.
All right, let's go. I can lead you guys to the temple.
Yes, let's go.
Okay, so yeah, at the actual, we'll just fast track you through the streets. You just see kind of like, you know, vagabonds, people who you can't really discern like what they're doing, just kind of walking around in dark, shady alleyways because the city is not well lit. There's only a crescent moon, so there's not really much that you can determine in aspects of what they're doing, but there are people in black robes walking around here in most of the alleyways, as though there are a lot of things that go on at night here in Renya. But at the back, concluding area, this temple, it's got kind of like Eastern Orthodox construction in terms of it has like that large dome, like temple, circular kind of, like think of, what the fuck am I blanking on? The Taj Mahal. So that kind of large dome-esque that spires up at the height of it, and there are spires on the side.
Okay.
But it's a beautiful marble structure here as well, imported obviously. But there's a grand set of stairs that lead up to it, and then there's a series of Parthenon-esque pillars on the outside, and then ascending or following the narrow stairway, and then pathway into the front doors of the temple here for the ministry.
Oh, pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Shall
Yeah,
we-
it's beautiful
shall
in the night.
Shall we enter?
We shall.
Yes, we
Yes.
shall.
So as you approach, you can see that there are 2 guard statues here at the doors, and the guard statues are just motionless, but the eyes are also illuminated with a pale blue, kind of like a pastel blue. And as they approach, they divert their attention down to you, because these are like 12-foot high statues, so they concentrate their attention on you. You may enter. And the doors just suck and
you.
pull open.
I didn't even have to polish them this time.
Thank goodness.
Maybe when you leave, you can do us both at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Bitch.
Grimdar, are you gonna pay for this?
I hope so.
I just got my soul back and now I jerk off statues. Things
Free.
I might have done that anyway.
A professional
Polisher.
polisher.
I got the gloves.
Polisher.
It's fine. They're
Oh.
not touching my hands.
Grimdar doesn't wash his hands.
Doesn't wash his gloves either.
Oh.
Oh man, oh they're crusty probably.
Oh, very crusty.
They're very clean.
Are they very clean? I look at them.
I oiled them.
They're very clean.
Oiled with what?
Oil.
Oil?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of
Golem
oil?
Olive oil.
Olive oil.
Do they
A
ignite?
fine olive oil.
I got it from Tuck.
Well, poor Tuck. Wish he was here. So yes, you step inside.
Why do you say these things?
Because you were supposed to bring him in. It's fine.
No.
Okay, so yes, you step inside, and you can see that this is a beautifully constructed building. The floors are marble as well. As you step inside, there are long hallways that stretch east and west. And then ahead of you, you can see that there's a grand staircase that ascends and then parts kind of like in an octagon-looking shape. And out of that octagon, you can see that there are all kinds of directional pathways from each miniature side of it. But there's a grand like light blue and white carpet that ascends the staircase and just kind of like bevels up it. And then on the top you can see that there are beautiful statues, and you can see that there are oil paintings of various wizards in various states of power. But at the top of the staircase you can see that there is a small grouping of about 5 or 6 men, all here in white robes with blue outlining. Standing here muttering to each other, and you can't hear them from your distance.
Should I say hello?
I'm just 80% dissatisfied right now.
I think we should.
I don't like being here.
I think we should just approach.
Okay.
What's wrong, Olive? Are you intimidated?
It is the members of the
You-
council, friends.
Should be covered up more. People may know you, right? Aren't you some big shot here?
Can I put makeup on you?
Oh, jeez. Well, I don't know if
Make
know
him
if
look
any
like
of
a clown. He
the
can be
magicians.
just-
Does
Yes.
any of the magicians
Yes.
ministry know me? Do it like? I don't know. if
make
they
him
do.
look like a clown. He can be our
I
jester.
mean,
disguise him.
you only left a few years ago,
I'm disguising him.
Yeah.
so you were here until about 18 to 19 years old.
He can be our jester.
They may not recognize me.
Yeah, act like a jester. Put some makeup on. Do it. Yes.
What? No.
Yes.
No.
Hold
If
down
anybody's
the
a
makeup.
jester,
I
it's
got
the
it.
dwarf.
Don't worry. I got it. Put makeup on him. I take the Tarhun puppet that I have, and I fashion it into a jester hat instead. Like I start ripping the arms off and like
This is a bad idea.
move him around.
Oh
to
my
make
God,
it,
he's
I'm
destroying
making
it.
it look like a jester hat,
All right.
and I'm gonna put it on his head.
Okay.
Put makeup on.
Friends, what are you doing?
Hey, remember that Nilu thing we mentioned?
Yes.
Yeah, one of them.
You are Nilo. Shh. Forgive me.
He's a Wilo.
He's a jester.
Yes.
What's
why
your
would
name?
Jester.
Bilo.
Jester Bilo?
No, Jester Bones.
Fair.
This is such a bad idea.
Is that Bones with a Z?
Yes. 100%.
I could have
Badass
just. I
jester.
could have just said I was a Verona representing Thelihil.
Well, now you're a jester. Can you juggle?
No.
You might have to try. Okay.
You're a
You're in training.
bad
Yeah.
ass jester.
You're my jester from my kingdom.
No. I will outright.
No, it's,
Just
it's
tell them the truth.
No, please.
I'm just not going to say anything.
That's fine. You don't have to say anything if they ask us you're a jester.
Sure.
Okay.
Not
great.
part of the royal family. Sure, not.
All right,
Let's not do
let's
Should
that.
have made him into a mime.
Oh, that would have been great. Then he would have to talk.
Exactly.
Maybe his tongue was cut out when he was a
Why,
child.
I can
why
make that
lie?
happen now.
Why lie when the truth protects me? I don't understand.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are ascending the steps.
Jesus Christ.
We are ascending.
Okay.
What have you done?
I've got like a small grin on my face.
I'm not going to say a word, even if
I'm
they
like
talk to me.
proud of my clown makeup. I'm like, you look real
And I'm just
good.
like, yeah.
You just get in the back.
Yeah, get in the back.
Yeah, this doesn't look fucking noticeable at all. You guys made me stand
Just
out.
dance a little bit.
Yeah, just high step a little bit while you're walking.
So
Wave your arms up a little.
Yeah, let me bring more attention to myself. You
Wait, hold on, and I turn
fucking
around and I take some more pieces
Exactly,
of
Mr.
fabric that
Beastie,
I
it's
have,
me.
and I make his shoes point up like jester shoes.
No, don't touch the shoes.
No, it's fine.
No, back off.
It's
They're new.
They're temporary.
slap his hand.
They're
Brand new
temporary.
kicks.
No, it's temporary.
These are
I'm touching
Nikes.
them. No, they're temporary. I promise.
Is there any shadows nearby?
I mean, yeah, there's...
I step to
yeah,
the closest
so
one.
you appear in the shadow-like silhouette
And
of
I'm
one of the
flipping
pillars
Grimdar off.
off to the east side. You just... Oh.
No.
Grimdar?
He's a dark jester.
I know. I'm on it already.
As soon as I see him grab it, I step into the shadow across the hall.
I'm tired to do it again. I want to try to grapple him when I grab him.
this.
That's why I made these, because these are so good.
I want to try to grab
I'm out.
him.
I'm out. You can't escape Grimdar's hug.
Yeah, I want to try to grab him when I Do that.
So as I feel him behind me, I step again.
Like I want to
Okay.
grab his arms. And make him
Okay,
stop.
so yeah, he steps and you fall forward as he steps
Shit.
out of the shadows.
Pull it again.
Okay, so
Oh
yeah,
my
you appear
goodness.
as I
behind him.
feel
We're
it
just
again, I
watching
step.
this happen. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Is there anything I can? Fuck it. Pull it again.
Okay, so
I
yeah,
try
you
to
appear
grab-
behind
I'm
him.
gonna do the same thing.
What is going on downstairs? And you two look up and you see
Nothing,
that
Your Excellency.
Excellency. Thank you.
You're
but my
welcome.
name is Margul the Grand.
Are you the one I polished?
Yes, you did a fine job. You are the dwarf then.
Yes.
Ascend, please, all of you.
Of course. I run back over.
Olive's like starting to get a little tense. Like, I don't like this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting pissed.
And I already used my wings on Grimdar.
Okay.
You're welcome, Grimdar.
So you all ascend the steps, okay? As you do, you see that these 6 wizards are standing here all in their white robes with the blue kind of outlining. They've got like white popped up collars.
Okay. All right.
They're fresh.
I like it.
They are fresh with like a
Yes.
blue trim around it.
Olive's
Fancy.
unimpressed. I'm not impressed.
So as you're approaching, you conclude your journey up the staircase and you stop one of them. And a great, like, long rectangular table just kind of like appears up out of the ground.
That's amazing.
Have a seat. And like 10, 11 chairs appear, like 6 on their side and 5 for you guys on this opposite side.
Okay. Yeah.
And the 6 of them in unison, donk, 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 and all seat.
Oh, this makes me want to throw up.
Welcome to Germany, yeah.
Yeah. I sit down.
Okay.
I
Rodiar
sit
steps
too.
forward and has a seat.
I take my time, but I sit eventually.
Okay.
Sure. The jester will sit down.
You like
No,
Your
I'm not,
bells
I'm
are
not,
jingling.
I
Your
am not
bells.
being jester-like. I'm just sitting down. I just look like I'm having a really bad fucking day.
Something
No,
weird
you don't
happened.
need to sit here. Just stand next to me.
I lean in. I will set your beard on fire.
It's fine. Just stand here because I'm at the end of the table.
Yes.
Just stand next to me.
I have a seat.
Okay. Your business here from this missive is clear. We will not rhyme the entire time.
Can you?
We could try, but I don't know why. We could do it. Shit. Anyway, what I was going to say, why are you all here?
Well, you see, my dear.
I approve. Continue.
I'm going to bring that over to
You.
you.
There you go. The rhyme has continued at the table of the ministry.
Our friend Rodiar
Has never driven a car.
A car.
Yes.
I don't know what those are. You didn't rhyme.
There are some
Guess.
that don't need to rhyme.
Yes, comma guess.
Yeah.
No, your sentence didn't rhyme with
Rodiar.
Oh, no, yeah,
Yeah,
you
it
did.
did. It
Okay.
did.
Driven a car. Oh, no, because I said I don't know what those are. So, yeah, yes, and then I guess. All right, fine. We'll continue.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have an
If Queen Venya sent you, what is it you ask Renya to do?
Look at me!
I mean, you guys have essentially shut me out of the conversation. I'm not going to
Don't
say
all
anything.
be so eager to volunteer.
If you let the elves in, then friendship will win.
You could've
It's
said a
magic.
Ha! That was a good one again, dwarf.
Thank you.
Wait,
You didn't rhyme with dwarf.
What rhymes with dwarf?
Morph? Scorf? Come on, we can get Dr. Seuss up in here.
That was a good one, dwarf.
Morph.
Indeed.
I can polymorph. I don't know how to rhyme. Olive doesn't do rhyming.
Well, you better in due time. Songwriting has come in handy, bitch.
Who is this one here with the crazy stitch?
Oh, it's my mime or jester.
And he's a bitch.
We're taming him.
I had to rhyme with Stitch, I'm sorry.
We're taming him because he has the sin. That doesn't rhyme.
Does it rhyme? What?
No, it doesn't rhyme.
You're taming him?
Yes, he's my jester.
Didn't rhyme.
And his name is Jim.
Good one, Mr. Dwarf, again. Now then, what is your purpose here?
For you to lend your ear.
For we fear.
The invasion of an enemy is near.
Thanks, buddy.
Rotiar just kind of leans forward. I don't know what they're doing to you, but you don't need to play along.
Thanks, I really don't know how to do this anymore.
Gentlemen, please.
But maybe we could turn it into a song.
Gentlemen, please. This matter is of grave importance. If we could play the rhyming game as usual a different time. Very well, we shall meet your request.
That's the best.
Kill the dwarf. He knows too much.
But also not enough.
Oh my god!
I love how that's to you as Raggar's yeses to me.
Yep.
This is great.
From what we understand of the situation, Thelihil has been abandoned, and the elves have led an exodus to find sanctuary in Endon currently. However, the state of Endon is not well protected, and as such you are looking for exile here in Renya. Is this correct?
Yes. That is true.
I bet.
That's what we're here to do.
Very well. However, the great number of potential people entering Renya does indeed scare us all very much. Usually here we do not take in this many exiles at a singular time. However, since Queen Venya has vouched for the authenticity of this claim, it is something that we will consider when the other council members have awakened. We cannot call to a vote currently. All voices of the ministry must be heard equally. We will convene in the morning. You are welcome to stay in the city tonight.
Yes, please, and if we can have an answer in the morning so we can get back before nightfall.
And sleep tight. I'm
Oh.
sorry, I'm done. You have one.
We
I
need to
am
try
done.
to get back to Endon before nightfall so we can instruct the people to prepare.
Very well. In the morning we will inform you of the decision of the ministry. We ask that you stay in the rooms that we have prepared for you here.
Of course.
And they just kind of like snap down at the base of the staircase, and you watch as like two statues just kind of come to life and step down. They will lead you to the room.
Thank you very much.
Good evening.
Come on, Jester, let's go. Yeah. Hi, it's me. Hello. I'm Jester.
I get up and I go like this.
I'm like
Stone faced.
And I tap some like metal on my legs to make it sound like he's like jingling as he does that.
Ha, ha, indeed.
Yes.
I've trained him well.
To bed.
I
Yes.
said. Was I getting into it? I can't get it. I'm sorry.
In the morning we shall be fed.
Shut the fuck up, Jester.
So this way
do it
we
again.
don't end up dead.
Ding, 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 ding.
Bing, bing, bing.
Now, we ask for one favor. Do not leave your room once the doors have locked. There are many secrets within the ministry. We must keep them secret.
Of course.
Your respect is appreciated. Good evening.
Good evening.
4 of you step down the staircase. Okay, so you approach the 2 statues.
Is
and they
Rodiar with us too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rodiar steps down with you. Statues kind of part, and they begin walking in unison next to each other towards the western edge of the pathway, and they lead you all the way down to the very end, and they open this large, immaculate red door.
So we're all in one room.
Enter, please.
Okay.
Yes, sir, with ease.
All
I
the-
love
I
you,
hope there's
Olive.
no fleas.
In bed we will be.
Bees.
Shall we have some cheese?
If you please. Don't be a tease. She's got new things on her knees.
Yeah, we walk in the door.
Okay, so yeah, you enter into the door, and as you do, you feel a gust of wind as the door behind you slams shut, and you hear a as the door is sealed behind you.
Why would we trust these people so quickly
I'm
again?
immediately going to look at the room we're in.
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful marble room. You can see that around you there on opposite sides are these 2 beautiful oil paintings. One is of the landscape itself of the city of Renya, and then on the opposite side you can see that the other one is like the outlook into the Great Plains. So you can see that in the distance, like there's roaring hills elevated. You can see that there's like a herd of wildebeest in the front of the painting in the center. But you can see that there are 4 beds here, and then on top of one there is a bunk.
I want the bunk.
I don't see any like torture chain, like things hanging or blood anywhere.
Yeah, there's just like severed dicks on the ground.
No statues with illuminated eyes.
No statues with illuminated
I'm
eyes
going
with
to rub
them.
the paint off.
Yeah, are there any people in the paintings before he does that?
No, there are no people in the paintings.
'Kay.
The painting of the cityscape just has
Okay,
the
yeah, I was
ouch.
checking some Harry
And
Potter
then-
Just
shit.
big dick.
Yeah, no, I'm
No,
rubbing
and then
it
the
off.
other one's just
All right.
fucking like wildebeest.
Okay.
Using the destroyed tar hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
Thank you. It was a good disguise.
It wasn't needed.
Well, I mean, now we have to keep it up.
Heh.
You just made this so much more difficult.
But it's more fun.
Not for me.
For everyone.
To get rid of this rhyming game, I shall go to bed with shame.
Scratch at the door! Get me out of here!
I just hop in bed and like crawl under the covers, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
I'm just like in the corner, like.
I love that we all have mental breakdowns. It's great.
Oliver, are you okay?
Am I okay? Are you okay? It's gonna be a good day.
Oh my god. It will be a good day, I say.
Good day.
My friends, tomorrow, the decision of the ministry, should it go in our favor, we must make haste back to Endon to inform them that the elves would be welcomed here.
Of course.
Yes.
If it is not a decision in our favor, the plan is still to attend to Brome.
I don't see what other option we have.
No, sadly, I do not feel that the mercenaries and the merchants that run Southmore would be welcoming to such a grouping of people. However, the slums in Southmore are unoccupied,
Yes.
but to subject the noble citizens of Thelihil to such a life would be an insult to their splendor.
I mean, do they
Yes.
choose life or an insult? Like, honestly.
I mean, that is a true last-ditch effort if there is truly nothing else that we can do. At the very least, they'll have somewhere to go, but that is the last thing
But
that we can try.
My question is, why are we so trusting everywhere we go? Now we're locked into this room full of these people who don't know.
What else were we going to do?
I don't like this idea.
There was nothing else that we could do.
I mean, it's not like we're dealing with bandits. We're dealing with the magician's ministry.
Who also, all of a sudden just said, "Oh, no more Nilo here."
They're probably listening in,
Yeah, I don't know what that's
so
about.
we should stop.
Well, I'm not saying anyone's a Nilo here.
Why are we talking
Well, let's
about
go to
Isles?
let's go to sleep.
And stay in bed without a peep. I put my head under the blanket. Sorry.
To dreamland we shall leave.
And count sheep.
Peep, peep. To bed.
Good
night.
night, Olive.
Good night, Olive.
Okay.
All of you.
Everyone
I love you too.
tucks in for the evening, and we will conclude with you wakening in the morning to a knocking on your door. And as the four of you lean up, you see that the bed that Rotiar was sleeping in is empty.
No. I liked him. He was a farmer man.
Yep. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed.